Hello, fellow travelers. Today our adventure begins, not with the bard spinning his epic tale, but in the library of the Carriage Rest Inn. Between the crackling fire and the overstuffed armchairs, we find a patron, lost in the pages of a story. A story about heroes, villains, and a merry band of adventurers caught somewhere in between. Let us also get lost in this adventure. Hello and welcome to an episode of Carriage Rest Tales. This is a one-shot adventure with Tyler, Ryan, and Dan. I'm Mike, the Dungeon Master, but let's actually get intros and let's go to our left first.
I'm Tyler, and I'm first time excited to be here. First time ever playing D&D. So thank you for hosting.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, what's up? It's Ryan. You may know me as Nomis from some other cool story that we do. But today I'll be playing Varric, the Tiefling Ranger.
All right. Thanks for having me. I'm Dan. First time at this table. I've played once or twice before, but I don't remember anything, so you can treat me as a noob.
Sounds good.
I'll be playing Taiju, the human fighter.
All right, so you guys, if I recall, said you wanted to be part of the Thieves Guild. So you're part of, let's say, the Thieves Guild of Relanda. It's a city up in the north, and you guys are probably decently ranked in their order. You're not newbies, but you're definitely not the most experienced. For our listeners, they're all starting at level 3, so they are stronger than the city guards, but they're not heroes adventurers that are tearing up the land. I believe you guys said your name was going to be the Nightmares, is your group name.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I'm picturing an emblem that you guys wear would probably be like a red splotch with a horse head inside of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So that's what I put down. So
Okay.
I hope that works.
Works for me.
Perfect.
You guys get called into the guild's office, and you have been requested by somebody called Judge Solomon. He's a local judge at Circana, which you know is a city that's a little bit more south. It'll take you about 2 days to get there. Is a little bit weird as a Thieves Guild to be getting a job request from a judge, but your guildmaster doesn't seem too concerned about it based on what the quest is actually asking. The quest is saying that he had some of his goods stolen from his residence, and he wants those goods back, obviously, but he also wants the location of the bandit hideout so he can reenact some justice.
Can you be specific on the goods stolen?
He doesn't say what the goods are stolen, sir, but he does say it is of immeasurable wealth that he wants to keep off the books. I think that is why he's asking our help instead of the city guard of Circana.
So two objectives: retrieve goods, identify.
Yes, he wants you to retrieve his stolen goods, and I'm assuming reading between the lines, either eliminate the bandits or report where their hideout is so he can get them eliminated.
Okay. So dead or alive?
Dead.
Preferably dead.
Preferably dead.
So the Thieves Guild doesn't take kindly to other thieves, it sounds like.
No, we don't want people trying to steal within our domain. So let's make sure that I like the dead side. Make sure that we protect our interests.
Does our guild master have a name?
He can be the first one. He can be Torin. Guildmaster Torin.
Guildmaster Torin.
All right. You'll be interested to know that in Circana, there is also a mafia operation that is running a casino. So if you get some insights on how that operation runs, probably be helpful for the guild, but it's not part of the main quest, so only do it if you are going above and beyond.
Circanum, you said that's the location where the judge is?
Yes, it's the same city.
The city where we are now?
No, you guys are in the city of Relanda. Circana is about 2 days, we'll say south.
Is Judge Solomon here, or was that something that just he and the guild master worked out?
He and the guildmaster worked out, so he'd hand you a letter that would be from Judge Solomon saying, meet me in Circana. I need items. He'll be like, I need to have my items retrieved and the bandits taken care of. If you're not up to the task to killing the bandits, just the location will work.
How far south did you say it was?
2 days.
2 days, right.
Can I see the letter?
You can see the letter. He's going to give it to you as proof of like you're the people who he contacted.
So this may look weird, but I'm really analyzing the handwriting and smelling it.
Okay.
so I get some idea
I like it. So you
of
would
these belongings to see if I can match handwriting and scent, since it seems vague.
Okay.
That we don't know what we're looking for.
So when you pick up the paper, you would notice immediately that it's a very fine stock, and it's even been sprayed with a perfume, so it has a nice scent to it as well.
Oh.
And the penmanship is impeccable. Like you would imagine it would take you multiple tries to try to forge this paper, just of how neat the handwriting is.
So that would be consistent with somebody of the judge's stature.
Yeah, you would say this is even fancy for a judge.
Okay. I would say that Taiju is maybe not suspicious, but certainly along the same lines that Ryan was going, I think. Wondering why a judge would make a request like this. But not so suspicious that he would act
Wouldn't
on
turn
that.
it down yet.
Right.
Exactly.
Agree. I think maybe internally we discussed the thought that, or not rule out this could be an inside job that maybe that the judge wants like painted on the bandits.
Mhm.
So let's keep that in mind.
How well do you know Judge Solomon? I'm asking Master Torin.
Honestly, I don't know him too well, but he was newly installed in Circana. The prior judge met an untimely end, from what I've heard.
Do you think there's any chance he's setting us up?
That is a possibility, so maybe try to keep your avenues open,
Well, naturally,
but
but
the pay is substantial.
can I keep this letter?
Yes, you're actually going to be bringing it with you so you can have proof of who you are when you meet him.
Okay.
I also think when we're like at the campfire and stuff, I'm going to try to forge his handwriting based on the letter.
Okay, I like that idea.
So where are we right now?
You guys are in the city of Relanda. You have a base of operations up here. You're pretty well known for the Thieves Guild, for this whole, I think it's called a canter. This whole region is ran out of this city. So you guys basically have the police in your pocket in this neighborhood. So you are able to get whatever supplies that you want for the road. And you guys, I assume, have horses, being as you are the nightmares.
They're actually little ponies. Right?
Yeah.
We're working our way up to the big horses.
Yeah, I guess I
They
did
just painted on too.
Yeah.
I should probably state the character I'm playing, Orlandu,
Orlando.
Ori
Ori.
for short, and I'm a halfling monk.
Okay.
Yes, so
So you probably would need a pony.
I need a pony.
That's fine. No judgments.
So we're all already together and have our equipment, have our supplies.
Yep. Yeah. You're starting at the guild headquarters, so you'd be able to supply up. And is there anything special you guys are going to have for your adventuring party? The way I usually run the table is if you want something, we could work it out. Otherwise, if it would naturally be on your character, like you would have flint and steel, you'd have a bedroll, like those types of things, you don't need to tell me that you have it because it's obvious you're going to have that if you're an adventurer. But is there anything special to your character that they bring from their backstory or something they just like to have on them all the time? If not, it's not
Great
the end of the
question.
world.
Nothing's coming to mind.
I have
for me.
my lucky demon's foot from the infernal realm.
Okay.
It's a little imp foot that I keep on my belt loop for good luck.
Okay. So you have I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it. It's a lucky demon foot.
Yeah. I mean, not like a, size 13 foot or anything. That'd be weird.
It's basically like a lucky rabbit's foot, but skinned
Little
for
like
the
a
demon
little
world.
imp
I like
foot.
it.
Yeah, Taiju's just got, I think, the usual things you would expect. He's got several weapons as a former military man.
Okay.
He's got, a suit of armor, a shield, but no special affects other than that.
All right. Sounds good.
I think Orlandu's got a necklace with like a rock kind of deal in there. Nothing special about it. It's just, it's gotten him out of a hard time before, so it's a memorable keepsake.
What was the hard time?
I'll reveal that later.
All right. Sounds good. While he's over the campfire thinking about it.
Yep. But things like thieves' tools,
Yep. So you guys would have thieves'
rope,
tools.
grappling hook, that
Let's
type of stuff we were Thieves Guild.
Yep. You guys don't have a healer in your group, so let's say that you would, a normal healer in your group.
Okay. I can cast Cure Wounds.
Let's
if we
say
need
that
it.
you each have 2 healing potions, just as a standard operating procedure. You also automatically will have 3 health kits, which is basically when you do a short rest, you can roll hit dice. When we get to a short rest, we'll discuss what it is.
1d4 plus.
I think it's 2d4 plus 4.
Okay.
Is the healing potion. It might be 1d4, but I like 2d4 right now.
I do too. That's fine.
For one shots, rarely you get to the point where you're doing a long rest, so just don't even bother with long rests. Are you guys ready to head out?
Ready.
I think
do
so.
it.
All right, so you guys head out on the road. It's pretty uneventful since you're taking the main fairway. But the first night, we did know that VK wanted to try to forge this person's handwriting. So I assume you brought some paper with you. You probably have a forging background. Go ahead and roll a performance check.
Oh, I have a +1.
Nice.
13.
You're nowhere near forging his signature.
I figured. I knew it'd take time.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna just
You're trying, but your hand's just not as steady. He's got fairly big handwriting, but you don't see any sort of squiggles or hesitation in his writing. He seems very driven with his writing.
purposeful.
Purposeful. I like that word better. I was going to do a random encounter roller, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that with new players unless you guys want to do a random encounter roller.
I would say, why not?
I'll let y'all do it.
All right, we'll do it. All right, so this is something we did on my podcast that I introduced. And partly what it is I like the players to introduce things to the world. So you are going to do a random encounter roller. We'll just have both Tyler and Dan do it together. So, Tyler, I need you to roll a d20 for me and tell me the result. It's the second day. You see the city of Circana in the distance. It's dusk. It's getting pretty late, and you're trying to decide, do we camp out before we go to the city and go the next day, or are we going to try to just push through? As you're having that feeling, you come across some rustling next to you in the woods, and coming out onto the road is a little tiny kitten, and it looks like about the size of a house cat. I would say the monk and the fighter, you're not sure what to do. You're kind of looking at it, hear it meowing. It maybe tries to roar at you. But the ranger, you're starting to have your hairs stand up. And you're like, it's very weird to just see a lone panther cub. And as you're having that thought, you just hear this big roar as this mother comes up behind you and starts slashing and scratching at you guys. Since it was a medium encounter, we're going to say that you take 5 damage split between the two of you, and eventually the big cat gets between you and its cub. Now, you're noticing that the cub is limping, and the mom thinks you might have done that to the cub. So how are you going to resolve this situation? I feel like the ranger's probably got an idea.
Well, the first thing Taiju is going to do is military instincts kick in. He's not the kind of person to be intimidated by a wild animal, so he sort of goes into defensive mode for his team.
Okay.
Gets it between the team.
Did you have
the
a
animal.
shield, or how does your...
Yeah.
I think it was a sword and shield.
I do have a shield, yes.
You probably get your shield up so you can take any sort of attacks that come out.
Right. I'm not trying to injure the animal, right? I'm just sort of getting ready.
Yeah, making sure that you don't take any more injuries
Right.
from your slashes in the back.
So I think Orlandu is going to start. I do have a short sword,
Okay.
but I'm going to put that away, make sure I don't draw that to kind of startle either of the mother or the cub any further. And yeah, do we have to pick like an action to do, or?
At this point, it's just open world, so
Okay.
we're not necessarily in a combat. So we're just trying to decide what we're going to do. We're going to let this animal go and slowly back away, or are you going to try to help it?
I'm going to put my hand on both their shoulders and say, relax. It's a mother protecting her cub. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the cub.
So I would say you at least meet the minimum to heal the cub. So
Yeah.
You lose the spell slot for it, but
Yeah.
then you see we'll say the cub even lifts up off the ground and spins a little bit, and you see that bone get reset, and it lands nice and softly, and the mother seems a little bit less defensive.
I further kneel on the ground and hold out some like beef leather
Okay, some beef leather.
and just
From Betsy's.
sit there and like offer it to both the mother and the cub. In a very
I would say the mother probably doesn't want to take it from your hand, but it's sniffing and showing interest in having it.
I mean, I would tear some of it off and
And toss
kind
it.
of toss it to her, but still I'd want her to be able to trust me enough.
Go ahead
And
and
I'm shooing you all.
Yeah, I lower the shield, take a couple steps back. Yeah.
go ahead and roll your animal handling.
With advantage?
You are feeding it, so
Yeah.
I think you probably,
Never hurts to ask. Rule of D&D.
as long as you can justify it.
Yeah. So that's a 12. That's a 10.
So 12.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, 14.
14?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say that eventually the mother will eat it out of your hand. You can give her a little pat on the side.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll probably nuzzle up to you as a thank you and then grab its cub and scamper off into the woods.
Perfect.
I'm going to slight retcon.
That's fine.
But one of the things I noticed, the character, that she is telling me I have a +4 to intimidation. So if I had a bead, I would use it to say that the 5 damage would have been worse, right? One of the reasons we were able to resolve the situation as well as we did was because of the presence, I think, that our group, but, Taiju specifically would have on the animal, right? It's not in a hurry to attack us.
Yep.
So
we'll say
get
that-
away with 5 hit point loss,
Yeah, you got away with 5, only 5.
Right.
Because you were able to get your shield up, block some of the oncoming attacks while you gave VK time to set his plan in motion.
Exactly. That's what I'm imagining. Yeah.
I like it.
Probably helps I'm a halfling. It didn't see me as a threat at all.
It liked you.
Jumped over you.
It liked
one
your
point of
furriness.
damage is it using you as a springboard.
Probably thought I was a tasty snack. So
Probably thought your feet were cubs.
All right, so that brings us into the evening, and we'll say that I guess I'll leave it up to you guys. It is now coming late into the night, especially after that encounter. Do you want to push on and get into the city at dusk, or do you want to wait till the next morning, like camp out one more day, and then enter the city in the morning?
what do you
I'd
think?
vote to push on.
Push on.
Yeah, I think thieves, we do better
Mm-hmm.
pushing on into
I wanna
the
ask them.
evening.
Ask some questions of the people who
Sneak
are still awake at
around.
night.
Are we on our mighty steeds yet? Do we have our ponies at the moment?
Yeah, yeah.
You do have your ponies. They got a little startled with the cat. I guess I forgot about them when the cat attacked. So you guys were they had been riding all day, so you were walking along, pulling their reins instead of riding them at that moment when the cat attacked.
Okay.
So they are tired, so you're just walking along with them instead of forcing them to carry you longer. But in the distance, you see Circana, which you should see in the table back there, which I need to zoom out. There you go. So you see Circana. Now, I just have one person's character up there to represent where you guys are at. You're up here at the top. And looking down at the city, you see a path going down into the east, where you see a very large gate. And that's definitely where the road is taking you to. There's 2 guard towers. There's a little portcullis that's open. You put together that this type of city is just not going to close, really. It's just going to have more guards at night.
So we're heading towards number 3.
Yep.
If we can see the map. I'm curious about not going directly to the entrance, and you can notice if we veer off the other way, there might be some kind of encampment or.
Yeah, I'm thinking we find a local bar or ask a few questions, ask around about the judge, maybe.
Okay, so you're not going to enter the main gate. Instead, you're going to try to skirt around the outside, look for any sort of secondary ways to get into the city.
Oh, sorry. I was imagining we'd already walked in the
Nope.
top entrance.
Nope. You are not. You're overlooking the city. We're trying to decide how we want to get into the city.
Yeah, do you see how see how our path kind of forks off right there? What if we go? There's like a little, what seems to be an encampment that
Yes,
doesn't seem inside the main city. Let's check. You want to check that out?
I see. Yes, yeah. That's what I had in mind, too.
The gate down there is manned by one guard. His name is Claire. Hi, can I help you? What are you adventurers looking for?
Oh, we've had a long night. We're looking for some place to sit down and have a drink.
Oh, well, I mean, this is... Yeah, I guess we have a small inn here if you wanted to grab a drink, but it's not anything remotely as nice as what's inside. Is there...
I think that sounds okay. We're just looking to gather some information as we, rest our... You can see we brought our ponies here and like to tie them up and...
Okay, I guess just head on in and you're going to be looking for the Tipsy Tavern. It's not that hard to miss because it's really the only actual building of this little town. As you're walking in, you would notice a couple of things. One, you would notice that everything is basically like a shanty in this little alcove. So it definitely looks like the people are just barely getting by. That's the first thing you notice. The second thing you notice is that the streets, the buildings, everything is covered in like a half-inch layer of this orangish dust.
Half-inch, that's a lot of dust.
It is.
So are there other patrons? Have we made it to the bar yet?
Yep, you can make it to the bar. You find the Tipsy Tavern. Its hinges are kind of falling off the... so picture like the saloon door opening, but one of them is falling off, so they're kind of clattering when you try to open the doors.
Are there any other patrons inside?
There are patrons inside. They are very run down, and you're picking up that people either haven't showered in a long time or their clothes are on the last mending they could possibly be on. But there is a bar there, and, well, welcome to the Tipsy Tavern. What can I get you?
So I guess I'll talk amongst our party first before we decide to place an order or something. But do we have currency?
Yeah. Usually in my games, I don't want to track money, so you assume unless you're trying to buy something stupid expensive, you'd have the pocket change to pay for stuff you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we, order a drink, sit down, maybe have a friendly conversation with some of the people around, see what they know about the judge.
Did you need something to drink? I didn't hear your order.
Yeah. How many people are in this bar at the moment?
Looking around, you'd probably see 7 people. They all have wooden mugs in front of them, so they don't have ceramic or glass. They have wood.
What do you recommend, my friend?
Well, if you're wanting a drink, I'd recommend the orange drink. If you want something different, that's all we got.
Orange drink it is.
So
3 orange drinks.
Okay. So he turns around and grabs some mugs, like tips them over and shakes them. You see some like dust fall out of it, and he fills it up with 3 orange drinks. There's just one keg behind this bar.
Is it orange for the same reason as the orange dust?
It is orange looking.
The same shade of orange.
Same shade of orange. That'll be, he says, like 1 copper put together. It's very inexpensive.
Okay. We don't actually.
I'll throw down 2 copper.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'll make sure to give you a refill.
Great.
Let's go.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's find a table near some of the other bar patrons.
Yeah, and I'm immediately sniffing this orange drink.
Yeah, we don't have to actually drink it, right?
As you sniff the orange drink, you almost sneeze because there's just dust in this room.
I'm not drinking this.
You're out, like your throat's starting to get a little bit dry. But what you do know is it smells very much like the smoke powder that you use in your smoke bombs.
So I think there's like sulfur or something in it.
Yeah, kind of has a sulfur smell.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay.
But this, can I, as we're kind of sitting down, I'd like to walk up to the bar, and say, "Sir, I'd like to buy a round for everybody here in the bar."
Oh, that would be so nice. Thank you. That'd be neat. Like 1, 2, 5. I think that would be 3 copper, and you put together the math is nowhere right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just throw down a 5 and kind of sit back down with our group. And I just want to look and see if any of the other locals are drinking this drink, and if anything if they're weary of this.
Nope, they're not. Wherever they
Okay.
are drinking it down, but you
Okay.
do notice that some of them will make like odd faces or cough afterwards, but they'll still keep drinking it.
So, is it fair to say that the orange dust is something unique to this area? It's not something all over the world, right? It's like,
Yes, it's
So,
unique to this area.
yeah, I want to ask some of the patrons, one of them that seems like they might want to talk,
Yeah, sure.
what they know about that. What's the source of it?
The orange powder, is that what you're asking about?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just always here. It's from the refinery over in Circana. They have that big bomb powder refinery, and it just blankets the city, and we can't afford the sweepers out here, so we can't afford much out here. That casino really just takes everything.
The Mafia Casino.
We just call it the casino. Yes.
Excuse me.
Well,
Well, if you don't mind, one more question. What do you think about Judge Solomon? What do you know about him?
the new judge, I'm not quite sure. He just got put into place about a week ago or so. So sad what happened to the prior judge, but I guess when you put so many people away, eventually they're gonna get out and try to get you, and that's what happened.
Would my character know what happened to the prior judge?
No.
Oh, well, that I'm going to ask. Well, what did happen?
Well, okay, so it was said that the prior judge was actually working for the Harlan dynasty. So it was the first time that the judge and the mafia, he pauses to like look around, were actually working together. And well, apparently some of the inmates that they put away, I don't think they were accidentally doing anything wrong, and they got out and started a little riot in the city, and it was quite gruesome. I hear he got dragged out of his house and murdered right in front of the courthouse.
Just looking at my compatriots, see if they have anything they want to ask.
But I'm really hoping this new judge does more for us small folk out here. We've been just barely scraping by, and he seems like a uppity. He seems like a good guy. He dresses spectacular. He gives really strong speeches. I'm hoping that he will do something about this mafia and help stabilize our city.
Who runs the casino? Who's the big guy that runs the casino?
That'd be George Harlan.
Of the Harlan dynasty.
Yes.
Is he usually at the casino?
Oh, yes. He doesn't tend to leave the casino unless he's got a full, entourage. I don't think they like to walk through the dirty streets.
Does he have a lot of people working for him?
I wouldn't say a lot, but I don't have the funds to really get in the casino that much. So it isn't.
But you've seen him about.
I have seen him because I have been to, and they kind of look down. I have been to the casino. It's one of the few spots we can get a bath and clean up.
Where is the casino just geographically?
So geographically, the casino is at Point 6. So that is the east of the city.
Is that something you just asked the patron, or do we just know that now?
No, you'd ask the patron.
Okay.
And they
Who
would
would-
describe it as being in the
Okay.
east of the city,
East or west?
west of the city. I need to put a little map on here. Hold on. Draw that. Draw that. That is north,
There we go.
east, south.
Compass acquired.
Compass acquired.
You found the compass.
The casino is it's along the walls on the west of the city. It will, when you go in the city, it'll stand out because it's immaculate. It flanks the other side of the city as the prison, and you just can't miss it. There's two big buildings in there, and one's the prison, one's the casino.
Well, unless either of you have any more questions, I would thank him for his time and then return to my seat with you. The table that we had, I mean.
That's great. Welcome back. Cheers.
Well, I assume we were
I
all
hold
kind of
my
there.
cup up to Taiju and I say, cheers. Should we try a drink?
I would smell it again. and then sit it down on the table.
You can roll a medicine check if you want.
I'm assuming I'd have an empty water skin.
Yeah, 2 days in, you'd probably have one empty.
I'm gonna pour the orange drink in my water skin.
All right, sounds good.
Save it.
All right.
See if it's flammable later.
Sounds like it is.
I like the
I
idea.
like that.
Yeah. All right.
So we pushed through to get here in the evening, right?
Yes, so it's now dusk.
Right.
You are still welcome to go into the city, or they would have beds here, so you would be able to stay in this residence if you wanted to. I'm not going to make that decision for you guys. That's something that you guys can decide.
I say we push into the city.
I agree.
I don't want to inhale this orange dust.
I think this,
All
yeah, got some interesting information, but we're close to the city. We should just walk over there to stay.
Let's do it.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good. So you guys work your way over to the city gates. As you get towards the gates, you notice that there are 4 guards positioned at the top of each of the towers. And then there's a bridge between those towers and a portcullis that is open, but you know it could be lowered in case the city was getting sieged for any reason. But as you get close to the city, you notice that the guards are wearing under their armor, they have like a green tunic that has a black anvil on it. And they say, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Oh, we're the Nightmares, right?
Yes.
The Thieves Guild. We were
Well,
summoned by
Maybe
George.
maybe we come up with a
You're
maybe
from
we
where?
Yeah. No,
maybe
I,
we work on a cover story
Before you get to
before
the
we
gate.
just tell
I
them
was
who
just
we
going
are.
to name
We-
drop Solomon.
We're in the Thieves Guild.
We are
Please let us into the city with your big casino.
we are northerners with
Lots of coins to
extra
spend.
money to spend in your lavish casino.
Oh, Mr. Harlan's going to be excited to hear that. I assume you want entry into the city?
Well, of course. How else can we gamble if we're not in the city?
That is true. Well, under stipulations, we do need to search yourselves and he looks over, horses.
Yeah, they get the job done.
All right. Please empty your bag so you can see what you've got and make sure you're not bringing anything bad into the city.
I mean, do weapons count as bad? Like, are they going to
No, they're not
confiscate
going
them?
to collect any.
Okay.
They're going to look over them, but they're not going to collect anything.
Okay.
Are you guys going to argue with them, or are you going to just go ahead, do your search, whatever you want to do?
I mean, we have the letter. Are you interested in hiding it?
Oh, I'm not showing them the letter, but
Okay.
yeah, they can.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check, whoever has the letter.
I guess that's me.
Yeah. Eric.
For some reason, I'm picturing that scene from Now You See Me 2 or something like that,
With
where
the
they're like
card?
throwing the card around.
19.
Yep. So you're able to quickly pocket it and do some basic card tricks to keep it out of sight. But what you do notice is they go through everything in your guys' bag, and including they count how many coins you guys are bringing into the city. And then you see the guard go to the window and he says something to somebody inside the window. And I don't know if you guys are going to try to hear that or not.
Well, of course. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you can overhear their conversation.
I have a +2 on perception if it matters.
11.
All right, you guys can
Are
both
we all
roll.
rolling?
Yep.
What are we rolling? A what?
Perception.
Is that
It's
So that's sorry,
D20.
I forget. You're gonna roll a d20, and then on your character sheet there's something that's called, I don't know what the abbreviation for perception is.
mine's just +2?
+2. Okay.
So I got 7.
7. Okay, so not great.
No.
13.
What's
I
this?
don't see anything under skills that said perception.
Okay,
Is
so it
that what
probably doesn't
you-
have any bonuses then. So it'd
Okay.
be wisdom. So what's your wisdom modifier? That's
Plus
the-
2.
That's a little number. Yep. So you would have got a 15. So we'll say that Ori, is that right?
That's right.
So we'll say Ori was a little bit closer to the guard tower. And what you'd hear them is you'd say 3 entries, and he says the exact amount of money that you have on your possession coming into the city. So it'll be like 3 entries, 782 gold coming in. And then he says, feel free to go on your way.
All right.
Something tells me if we leave, we need to come out with less.
Less money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys enter the city, the first thing that you're going to run into is a very large building. It's about 3 stories tall, but there's also a wall that's built in front of it. And that has guards along the top of it. And you notice that all of the windows on the inside have bars on the outside of them.
It's the prison.
And you put together really fast, it's the prison. You can even see at this late hour, there are people out in the courtyard, which you would see through like little arrow, I can't remember what they're called, the arrow notches in castles. I don't remember what those are called.
The ramparts? The arrow notches?
Yeah,
I
like
know what
little
you're
windows that
talking-
you
I know
can
what
see
you're talking
through,
about.
but they're not big enough for someone to fit through. But anyways,
Got it.
you see through little cracks in the walls that there are people out in the courtyard, and it seems like there is a lot of prisoners. Continuing on your way, you notice that the ground is also pretty dusty with that same orange type dust, but it's not nearly as deep as it was in that little town to the north. It was maybe just a dusting, but you can definitely tell that it's caked on everywhere.
Do we see the factory that's producing it?
Yes, so the factory that is producing it is right in the center of the city, which is where this 2 thing is at. And it has these train cars that are coming in from south of the city, where you can tell that they're probably mining it up in the mountains, training it in, and you just see this plume of orangish smoke just coming out the top of this factory. Even at night, you can make out that, all right, I can definitely see that it's darker right above this building. Like I can't see any stars or nothing like that. Continuing on, you would see on the other side of the city, to remind myself, the west side of the city, you'd see another big building that's about the same size as the prison, but it is immaculate. Even with all the orange dust around, you see that it is kept polished clean. You even maybe would see a crewman out there on a rope going down, cleaning windows, cleaning the outside of the building, and it just looks spectacular.
Where are we looking at again? Sorry.
Yep, that's 6 right here, the west of the city.
That's the casino you're talking about.
That's the
Okay,
casino.
sorry.
Yep, you're good.
So the dust goes everywhere, but people with money pay to have it cleaned.
Yes, they pay to have it cleaned, is what you're putting together. So as you move towards the casino, so away from the prison, towards the casino, you see that the dust is a little bit less and less and less and less as the houses are getting nicer and nicer and nicer.
Okay.
So I'm assuming there's just orange dust everywhere. So as a ranger, I think I would start looking at footprints.
Yep.
Like, where's the majority of the footprints heading? And then also, where's the least amount kind of trailing off to?
So the majority of the footprints would probably be going up towards the north of the city, where you would see a tavern that is called Hopper and Hob Tavern. And your other question was where the least amount of people going. You'd see people meandering off into like the little neighborhoods, and it would definitely die down. And you put together that, oh, that's just where those people live.
Okay.
But the majority of traffic, at least at this point, would be up towards the tavern.
Should we head towards the tavern, maybe get a room, find a place for our pony/horses, and then see what information we can collect at the tavern, and then maybe hit up the casino?
That's right. It's dusk right now. We've been traveling all night,
Yep.
and my halfling feet are tired
And now orange.
and orange.
Yep.
Yeah, I like
you
that
barefoot?
plan.
I'm absolutely barefoot.
I love it.
We could hit the casino tonight or tomorrow if we.
Because
like we
prime
need to rest.
operations are probably at night for this casino.
For the casino, yep.
Yeah,
and,
agreed.
and what kind of people are in the town? Like, surely not all the people in this town are just gambling. So there's got to be a lot of...
Yes, you would see as you're walking
Tourists.
around, there's some people that are tourists that you would notice are, I would say, when you get to the tavern, you'll notice those people. While you were walking around by the prison, you did see some homeless people that were out trying to sleep. And you saw people walking around that looked very tired, but also very muscular. So you're putting together that they're probably working in the refinery.
Yeah.
And it's
Manual.
definitely what you would picture of like a old school miner. You probably have a hacking lung and just run down, but look strong.
I got the orange lung pop.
I got the orange lung. And then as you get closer to the casino, you notice that the house has got nicer. You'd start seeing jewelry shops, or I don't know what else would be fancy that you would see.
Like clothes.
Clothing, armories, blacksmith.
Yeah.
All the nicer amenities would be on the west of the city, and then the slums and all that would be on the east of the city.
Okay. So I think we start walking towards the tavern.
Agreed.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So you get up to Hops. I already lost my spot. Hold on.
Hops
You
and
get
Hob.
up to Hobber and Hop's Tavern. As you enter into the tavern, you notice that there are orange footprints and handprints basically everywhere. But what that tells you is it was cleaned, and now it's just the people are here now, so it's starting to get a little bit spotted.
Yeah.
And you notice that the right side of the tavern is a lot worse shape than the left side of the tavern. So you put in together that there's maybe a caste system that's in place in this town. But you walk up to the bar and he says, "Oh, we got some new travelers. I can't make you out, but you don't look like you're part of the refinery crew. So what can I get you?"
Well, I haven't had anything to drink in a while.
Okay, yeah. Well, we got IPAs, we've got stouts, we've got brandy. What type of drinks are you looking for?
I'm looking for a nice thick stout, good sir.
All right.
A brandy for me.
Yeah,
Brandy?
brandy as well.
All right, so he'll reach behind the bar and come back and give you your order. You notice that it's quite a bit more expensive. And then maybe you look up and you'd see the prices on the menu, and you would notice that there is an orange drink that is 1 copper.
At this point, if I haven't communicated, I would tell them, the guards upon our entry, they took inventory of how much gold we have. So let's not, spend it all here if we're planning on going to the casino.
Right.
But let's just be conscientious of the fact that our spending is probably being tracked.
It might be helpful to lose some money.
At the bar.
No, at the casino.
And at the bar. You never
I
lose
mean,
at
whatever,
the bar.
however you want to do it. It's your money. I'm not telling you how to.
All right, so you guys, do you guys need a room?
Yeah, I was gonna
for
say,
the
yeah.
night?
Can
room
we
and
rent a room?
stable for our horses.
Okay, I assumed, we'll just retcon a bit. I assumed you were able to stable your horses at the main gate, unless you wanted to bring them
that's
through
fine.
the whole
Yeah,
city.
No, that's fine.
I don't think they would want horses just walking around their city.
No,
No, that's
good
fine.
idea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So 1 room, 3 rooms, 2 rooms. What are you guys looking for?
Bunk beds.
Or-
I would like to bunk with somebody.
Or
I would,
silver a night per
if anybody's
room.
up, it's a bunk bed. I will split a room.
Yeah, happy to shack up.
2 rooms.
2 rooms. He-
Who's coming with me? Number 8.
He
You in?
goes, he
I'm
goes
there.
behind the key.
Okay.
He goes behind, gets a couple of keys, and brings them out to you guys. Breakfast is in the morning if you're down here and the kitchen's open. If you're late, it closes. So it's up to you if you want to come and eat or not. We already closed the kitchen for this evening, but drinks are running all night.
All right.
How long is the casino open for?
Oh, casino will stay open until the first bell tomorrow. I guess you'd call it the whistle. The first whistle tomorrow.
First whistle.
What is the first whistle?
Oh, that's just the whistle for the shift changes for the refinery. That people know when the shift's over and the next one begins. Well, I guess the shifts actually happen about 20 minutes after, and he gets into like a big spiel.
Sorry, I asked.
exactly how the whistles work to get people there on time.
So,
The more you know.
the more you know. Do you have energy and interest in going to the casino now? Then
Oh, absolutely.
let's go.
Our other objective here was to figure out how they're running things in the casino. And Judge Solomon is here somewhere in the city and is
Yeah.
expecting us.
Judge Solomon is expecting you, but you don't know where he is in the city.
He's
He
probably
just
in the
got
casino.
here, and he obviously doesn't know you're here yet because he doesn't know who you are.
All right. I'm going to sift on this brandy, and then let's go. But I'm watching. Like, is there anybody in the tavern eyeballing us, trying to like come hither?
Oh, yeah. See, so go ahead and roll. I don't know what that would be. It's a perception check, probably. Just to kind of, I guess you could all roll perception checks while you're sitting
see
in the
how
cavern.
strong my brandy is. Yeah, it's pretty strong. 6.
Remind me, what do we roll for a perception
So
check?
perception. So normally any checks you're going to do is going to be a D20. So if I don't specify, it's going to be a D20.
Thank you.
Because you use that one probably the most, since that's going to be related to your skills. And then perception is going to be wisdom. So that's going to be that +2 for you.
And if you have a proficiency, so we call it in perception, say, is that on top of the wisdom bonus?
Yes, exactly. Be your wisdom and then plus your proficiency.
Oof.
I still only got a 10.
10.
I rolled a 3. So sorry, guys.
So
I drank too much of that stout.
You
Yeah,
guys
it's
are very
strong.
tired from your adventures, and you're having some drinks and
Are we sure we want to go to the casino?
everything behind.
Oh, they would love us in our state.
Yeah.
You're trying to listen in on people's conversations, but it's just, and you're realizing I'm pretty tired. I probably can't eavesdrop inside of a crowded tavern.
Let's go do a lap in the casino.
Yep.
See who we can see. Maybe the judge is there.
Do we want to ask the barkeep if he knows anything about the judge or where he might be?
Let's scout first.
Okay.
And if we can't find him, come back and we'll ask the barkeep.
Okay.
Probably better to ask the barkeep about the judge than the mafia at this point, since they killed the last one.
All right, so you guys spend about 20 minutes to finish your drinks up and then head down to the casino. When you get outside, immediately your lungs start to feel a little bit of a burn. Your eyes are not watering, but you definitely feel them being a little bit itchy. And you remember, like, oh, we just went from this nice, clean establishment back into the smog of the city. You work your way south and get to the front doors of the casino, where you see a very big bouncer, like a barbarian, but in finely dressed clothes. And he says, "Oh, welcome to the casino, but fortunately, we can't have you coming in like that. So you need to make your way over to the baths before you enter the casino."
I didn't know it was that kind of casino.
Where will we find these baths?
Okay, yes, that's a good point. You must not be from around here. I
No, we're not.
I didn't really recognize you, so that makes sense. I am sorry for that. So if you look to your right, you'll see that this is the men's bath over here. To the left is the women's bath. And then as you're looking at the guy, you notice that there are some nice double doors right behind him with maybe a red carpet leading into it that he's blocking and not letting you go through. And then off to the right, there's the men's locker room, and to the left is the women's locker room. Make sure you scrub down. We've got some clothing in there that you can wear in the casino, and but you will have to pass inspection before we can let you in. So make sure you are keeping our establishment nice and tidy. We don't want any of that orange dust in here.
Okay. Yeah, I would comply.
Very well, yeah.
There's no reason to argue about it. The only thing that crosses my mind is, when you're changing, when you're bathing, you got to sit your stuff down and you're going to be distracted. Crosses my mind
Let's
that
do it in shifts.
somebody might take advantage of that.
Especially we just had some drinks, so
Yeah.
we're feeling a little.
Yeah,
from out of town.
why don't you go first? Ori and I will watch your stuff.
Okay.
You come out. You can go. We'll watch your stuff, and then I'll go last.
Okay.
Deal.
As you guys are doing that, you definitely notice that there are some, say, people that are missing some teeth and not looking too hot that are hanging out in the baths. One, enjoying a free bath. But two, you definitely see that they are scouting out to look for any sort of valuables that are left unattended. So you guys did do a good job keeping shifts. And you notice that they have these nice linen clothes that you're able to put on after your bath. And everybody's bathing just fine.
Okay.
And you go to exit into the casino, and there's another person there that will be like, okay, here's a key to put your stuff in so that you don't drag any of that dust into their casino. Make sure you bring your money, though. You don't want to leave that behind. And then it looks like you guys are clean, so you're welcome to come on in.
So all of our dirty stuff is in a locker.
Correct, if you want to keep it in a locker.
And so do we change? What do we change into? You said we're wearing.
So
We're
it's-
not,
You're wearing some nice like linen pants and a shirt. It's nothing fancy because they're not going to give you like suits and ties, but it's easy to see that you are clean, acceptable, and you're not going to make a mess of their establishment.
and does this make us stand out amongst any of the regulars that are there? Like because
this-
we're wearing that.
At this point, you can't tell.
Okay. I'm just wondering. We walked by an area that had some shops that maybe would sell some nicer clothes that would help us fit in, or there are on the opposite end. There's probably a lot of workers that would come here to gamble
Yeah.
look a little rough.
I think we can gauge that when we get inside, right?
Yeah, let's
Maybe-
keep that in mind as we
Yeah.
walk through.
Do you want to keep our stuff in the locker?
Are you worried we won't get it back?
Well, I'm worried if we try to take it in the casino, as it's dirty, they're not going to want us. It might be
Right.
hard to take it in the casino.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was in the locker. No?
It is in
That's
the
what I'm
locker.
asking, it's
No.
just-
do
but
you want
yeah.
to leave it there, or do you want to leave someone watching it, or do you want to try to smuggle it in?
The locker locks, right?
The locker locks, and it has a key. Like they gave you a key for the locker.
I think I would trust that, but
All right.
I feel like I'm getting some.
No,
I'm a
That's good.
halfling monk, so I don't have much on me anyway, right? I maybe have like a vest and a necklace and like
They will not
Some
allow
shorts, so-
your weapons in, so keep that in mind.
I'm just thinking, the background that my character has is, well, military, of course, but sort of a respect for the order of things, right? He's the type of person to follow directions if they seem reasonable, and I think this is in line with that.
Also, do we are we like identifiable in any way? Like we're from the Thieves Guild. If our stuff gets identified, are we going to be called out in any way?
Maybe we have
perhaps?
horse fire medallions on
Yeah.
our clothes somewhere.
Yeah, I imagine you would have some sort of. I'm picturing something that loops into like your belt,
Okay,
a little
but that wouldn't
quote unquote keychain.
and that wouldn't like set off any alarms or anything.
Nope,
That's
I don't think
just-
it would. It'd
okay.
be part of your coin purse, we'll say.
Okay. Okay.
What is the status of the Thieves Guild in the world? I guess it's a world history question.
I pictured. I would imagine you might be concerned that the mafia might know of the Thieves Guild because you probably have had dealings with them in the past. I wouldn't say they're bad. I wouldn't say they're good. You've crossed paths, maybe on similar jobs you've both taken, stuff like that.
Okay.
Other than that, people that are high in society tend to know who you are, the ones that can pay.
They're paying for jobs?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the ones that are low in the society don't really know who you are.
All right. I think we go in.
I'm
Question?
taking my imp foot with me.
Okay, sounds good. It's part of your coin purse. You wash it
it's
off.
part of there. Yeah, no
Yep.
dust.
All right.
All right,
It looks
let's
like
go.
everything's in order. He gives you a quick pat down. Yep. I see no weapons, and you look clean. Come on in. And as you guys open the doors, you would come into the casino, and it's basically just a lively casino you'd see like in Vegas. But to answer Ori, to answer Ori's question, you would notice that maybe about 20% of the people in the establishment are wearing the same basic linens that you're wearing. And the other 80% are wearing very fancy, like dressing to the nines type of outfits. You're seeing lots of big like derby hats and tuxedos, ballroom gowns, that type of stuff. Everybody that doesn't have the fancy stuff on does look like they maybe came from the refinery and they've been saving up some money and came to the casino to see if they could press their luck. So you're definitely seeing maybe a little bit more of that caste system, and you guys currently are looking more like maybe on the lower side of that caste because you couldn't afford nice clothes or you couldn't afford to be clean before you came to the casino.
Run down those percentages again. Which 80-20? Which way?
20% are wearing the linens that you guys are wearing, and then 80% is wearing dressing to the nines fancy gowns.
So, but the linens are not an unusual look.
It's not unusual, no.
But it sets us apart. I mean, there's a distinction there.
A lower class distinction, I think. Yeah.
Yes. And even as you're looking at the tables, you notice that the starting tables that tend to have the smaller bets are more with the linen folk. And then as you go up the casino, you're seeing fancier get-ups and attires.
So I want to look around, and I guess I want to take stock on what are the lowest bets we can make
Okay.
tables, and then what are the higher end bets? Like just a rough estimate of how much we can sit down and gamble.
You would definitely say at the lower tables would be stuff like 3 to 5 copper.
Okay.
So basically, we'll say a silver. So one night at the inn is like the lowest type of bet you can make. And then you don't get to the high. Well, I guess you could just walk in because they're not going to stop you. You could hear that they're, having 5, 6 gold, 10 gold bets up at the top tables. And you do notice as you're walking around that there is a finely dressed, rotund man that's walking around, and he has about 4 guards that are constantly following him around. But he's not gambling. Instead, he's stopping at every table, and he seems to know majority of the people that are in his establishment or in the establishment.
Mr. Harlan.
Yeah, is this the person that runs
Thoughts
it?
exactly.
Yeah. As you are overhearing his conversation, do you hear people like, "Oh, George, it's nice to see you," and "Oh, it looks like the chips are going great for you, but make sure that you cash out early. You don't want to give it back to me." And he's like chuckling and laughing with them all.
I'm going to follow Ryan around and go lose some money somewhere.
Excuse me.
Varric. Excuse me. I'm going to follow Varric around. You got your lucky rabbit's foot or demon's foot. So maybe we'll lose less.
Varric's going to do a lap, taking note of the people, and I'm specifically trying to identify a similar scent to the letter.
Oh, okay. So you remember what that scent smelled like, and you're going to try to mimic that one.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll. I don't know, survival? I think we use survival. He's using a sense, like he's trying to. So it's no, it's going to be wisdom based.
That's fine. I got a +4
Perception.
in it. I like it. 14.
I'm going to say you think you catch the scent, and it's bringing you up towards the upper tables, but then that perfume smell just starts mixing in with all the other perfumes and colognes that people are wearing in the upper tables. So you do get the information that if the judge is here or was here, he was at the upper tables.
Are we allowed at the upper tables?
Yeah, you're allowed. If you want to put a bet down, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm still like just patrolling.
And so we're packing 782 gold.
Yeah, I'll put
Gold?
a bet down.
Yep. You have quite a bit of gold on you.
I'm going to let you all gamble, and I'm just watching who's watching you.
Yeah, I think that's smart, and it's sort of a
Like a
win-win for
spotter,
us.
yeah.
If we win the bet, we make some money, but giving, the owner, the proprietor, a little bit of money can't hurt.
Yep.
Build
Makes
a little
sense.
goodwill.
Yeah, let's make it known that we're
Yeah.
enjoying the atmosphere,
Here to play.
spending some money. Number 8, aren't you really good at blackjack? Don't you have some
Is there
some
a blackjack
blackjack
table?
skills?
Yeah, there'd definitely be a blackjack table.
That's great.
Okay, yeah, let's walk
Would
over
you like
there.
to go over? I
Sure.
will. I'll sit down next to you.
Okay.
All right, so for gambling, I don't want to go through the whole spiel of it, so we're just going to do a performance roll to see how well you guys performed in your gambling feats.
Okay.
So performance check is a charisma-based check. So you add your charisma modifier, and then on your sheet it will tell you if you're any proficient in any of those skills.
For
Performance, I would be very surprised if either of you
Yeah.
were.
I'm not. 11.
7.
7, okay.
Yikes.
What's your charisma? Do you have a
12 plus 1.
So
I would-
13.
so 13?
Okay. So he's got a 13. We'll say that you break even on your gambling. You're going up, you're going down. Kaiju, you think you're doing amazing.
Too much brandy.
And it just, you're betting. You're like, all right, I'm really getting this. And then you just get fleeced for a couple of rounds. You're like, okay, I can get this.
I'll win it
And
back.
You're getting very drawn in by the dealer. They're really just keeping at the table, interacting with you. VK, you said you were going to be observing.
Yeah, I'm just observing.
So go ahead and roll a perception check.
15.
I would say that you would notice that the dealer, when she's talking specifically to Taiju, who's trying to gamble and stay at the table, she's doing a lot more hand gestures. And you're noticing that every time Taiju thinks he's going to get up to leave, he just kind of sits back down and refocuses on the dealer specifically.
I would say that I'm susceptible to that. I don't want to admit that I put my money on the line and lost.
Mhm.
So I would put another bet down
Yep.
sort of naturally anyway.
So it's getting to the point
But almost
now-
like he's being enticed.
Yes, by the dealer to stay at the table.
How much money have I lost at this point?
Let's do a D100. So that's going to be rolling the 2 10s. So there's 2 10-sided dice, one with zeros and one without zeros. So roll both of those.
62.
So 62 gold. We'll say you've lost.
Yikes.
Since you guys did want to say you went to the higher tables.
Right.
So she sees a mark that let's keep this person at the table. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, so my pride has taken a hit. I'm tempted to keep going unless one of you stops me.
I would like to reach over, put my hand on number 8's shoulder, and say, "Buddy, it's not your night. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go find VK." And
I protest a little, but I kind of go with it.
I'm sure there's other tables you can lose money at. And I look at the dealer and thank you for your...
Did you want to try your luck?
No.
Oh,
I-
okay.
Well,
no,
you
I
might
don't-
win. Come on.
Some people just like to watch. It's okay.
You're lucky, Varric.
And the brandy's getting to him a little.
You will notice
Yes,
that
number
they're-
8. Yes.
You will notice that they're handing out drinks while you're at the table to try to keep people there, enticed, entertained, inebriated, that type of stuff.
I'm going to say something like, just nonchalantly, put my hand on number 8's shoulder, like, "Oh, you're such a nightmare when you drink your brandy." And as I say nightmare, I'm seeing if anyone perks up at the word nightmare.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Because I don't know how this is going to go, so I'm curious to see.
Natural 20.
All right. Yes. So you would notice
24.
You would notice that there is a person in linens that overheard your comment and kind of perks up. And then he sees your emblem on your coin purse. And then you see him turn to say something to his buddy.
And I'm going to let you all know, keep your guard up. And I'm going to discreetly point out this person that caught on to my nightmare.
thanks. I'm gonna stand on my tiptoes to try to see over the
Maybe
gambling
it's better
tables
that
and
he-
see who you're
Maybe
talking
it's better that he
Very discreetly,
doesn't see
discreetly though. Where? You just see my little head popping up over
What's good on here?
the betting tables.
When you look at the guy, you notice that he's got a burly beard and let's say a scar above his left eye. Just so it's something that's easy to recognize later
Sure.
if you wanted to find him afterwards.
Oh, absolutely.
Burly beard and scar.
But I give him also a recognition that
You know,
I
that he
recognize
knows.
you recognizing me.
I know you know.
I know
But
you.
You know that I
know
know.
that you know that I know that. Yeah.
Pretty bold to steal from the Thieves Guild, though. You think that's what they're thinking?
Either that or we're going to get called out here in a minute.
He doesn't say anything. Again, this is a guy that's in linens, not
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah. So I say if y'all want to gamble some more, go ahead. But I'm keeping tabs on this.
Hey, you don't have to tell me
Early
twice. I start walking back to the same table.
No. Why don't you try a different game?
Yeah, why don't we go?
Why-
There's a roulette table over
Roulette.
there. Why don't we go
Roulette
try
seems
our
more up
hand
your
at
speed.
roulette?
Okay.
Just pick a number and a color.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so he sit down there for a minute.
Yep. So as you guys gamble throughout the rest of the night, we'll say that burly beard guy does stop gambling and stands off to the side of the tables and is just watching. But you notice that he hasn't left the casino, but he's no longer gambling. And you put together he might have ran out of money, but he doesn't want to leave yet. That's what VK is kind of noticing because you're specifically watching this guy.
I'm going to tell Ori to look out for number 8, and then I'm going to subtly approach the bearded guy
Okay.
and lay a couple silver on the table next to him. What you know, good sir?
We can't. And he's going to say, like, shake his head and signify, like, not here.
So
Understood. I'll say, what was the inn? Hops and
Yep.
Hops and hoops.
Hooper and Hob.
Hoppin' and hop, or
Hobber and hops.
Hobbern and hops.
We don't know.
Hobber and hops.
I'll say something like, "Oh, the brandy here does not compare to the Hobber and hops," and walk away.
Okay, and he'll kind of nod like, all right, I think I'll see you at Hobber and Hops.
Yeah.
Ori and Taiju, as you guys are at the craps table, you overhear a conversation on the table behind you. Well, we'll say Taiju doesn't because Taiju's very
Well,
intrigued.
I want to be clear though. The dealer at the blackjack table had an effect on
She
me.
did, yes.
With this, is that true at this table as well?
I
Roulette
guess,
or craps or
yeah,
whatever?
let's do a charisma one to see. So we'll do a charisma roll for Taiju since you've been now marked as a sap.
I didn't drink that much. I think it was
No,
a
you didn't.
combination
Yeah,
of the.
you're now a
Yeah,
siren.
tired brandy. Yeah, we've heard it before.
Okay, 16 plus 2, 18.
Okay, yeah, so you are in the right mind now. So this dealer just isn't as enticing to you, and you're able to keep your bets a little bit less severe. You're not like, oh, I need to make back what I just lost. Oh, I need to back now. I need to make back twice what I just lost, so on and so forth. So you guys hear a table behind you talking about how there was a breakout from the prison. And they are confused because the person was like, you mean the breakout from like last week? And they're like, no, there was a breakout just last night. There was 5 more people that broke out. I don't know how these prisoners are just getting out so easy. And then you hear them kind of talking back and forth, trying to like align the timelines. Like, no, you're talking about the breakout that was, 2 weeks ago. And you're putting together, there's a lot of breakouts that have been happening in this prison lately. And then it goes on for maybe about 5 minutes, this conversation, before I don't want to say bouncer, a pit boss comes over and was like, hey, let's stay focused on and, gives them like free drinks, even though they're getting drinks already, but redirects them back to gambling.
Yeah, I feel like I've got my wits about me. I know that I'm not actually here to gamble. We're trying to get information. So I'm going to look around. I'm going to look for Varric.
Yep, you see Varric by the door, I assume?
Yeah, I assume at this point I'd come back and say a contact might be waiting for us back at the inn.
Okay.
I suggest maybe we wrap up here and check in for the night and then start like new in the morning, refreshed.
Agreed. Yeah.
Okay, do we need to go check on our things? Do we decide to leave our things in the locker?
Yeah, I think we
Important?
did leave it. So I'm
we need to
also
go-
wanting to make sure our things are still in the locker. So
Yeah, so when you leave, you would just leave reverse the way you came in. So you'd go through the locker room, you would get your old stuff. There'd be a spot for you to put your linens. All your stuff is still there. As you're walking out, you'll still maybe recognize some of the same faces in the baths from when you entered. So they're definitely taking advantage of a clean environment, really trying to scrub down.
And is the same bouncer still at the entrance? And
We'll say there's a bouncer out there, but he's probably a shift change in this time.
can I look to see if the new bouncer is still blocking this other entrance?
Yes, and you would put together that other entrance was just the door that the finely dressed, prepared people can go through.
Gotcha. Okay.
They don't have to go through the baths.
But how would they get here walking through the orange dust without getting dirty?
As you're saying that as the ranger, you notice that there are carriage tracks along the front of the building.
Clever. All right.
Smart.
And then as you put that together, you start noticing that when you're walking back towards Hobber and Hops, those nicer houses, you start seeing that they have little carriage houses attached to them.
Got it.
So they can move around the city without actually having to go outside.
Interesting.
So I feel like I've made a large enough donation at this point. I think we're ready to leave.
Yeah.
So
How much did you win there? Number 8?
what would we lose? 62?
Oh,
Yeah.
you lost 62.
Yeah,
Alan and
I say it
Justin
under my
say-
breath, like kind of mumble it.
I'm meticulous about keeping track of our gold, if I can say that. And yeah, so are we saying we just ended up losing the 62?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, 62. You broke even. We'll say Taiju maybe won some of it back, but you lost a little bit. In total, you guys are down 62.
Okay. Got it.
Not bad. Could have been worse.
Yeah.
It is
All right.
now
So I want to head back.
pretty late in the evening, so you're making your way back to Hopper and Hops. Are you going to wait around for your contact?
How late is it?
Probably 1 in the morning.
I would wait maybe another 30 to 45 minutes. Maybe another little pour of brandy just as a
So you
nightcap.
so you get a nightcap.
Yeah, let's wait for a minute.
And you're sitting and you're waiting, and then a drink gets delivered to you. And the waiter's like, oh, the gentleman over there wanted to buy you a round. And you look over, and it's the same burly beard scar over his eye. And he's looking at you like,
Yeah.
are you guys really the Nightmares? Are you from a guild? Are you adventurers?
We are. What?
I see you all
What
have
do you
the
know?
same symbol. So
Yes.
So can I hire you? I need to find my friend Seamus. He's gone missing, but he was at the casino just the other night, and I haven't heard from him since. And I don't know what happened to him. I tried to go and ask around, and nobody seems to remember him being there, but it doesn't feel right.
I would say, can you give us a little more information about this friend, Seamus? What was he wearing?
Oh, well, Seamus is part of the Circana City Guard, and he runs the small the small gate shop, or the small southern gate. It's not really all that used, so it's a pretty nice gig. And he said he just came into some money and he was going to go see if he could win a ring for his love at the casino. And it's the last I heard from him.
How long ago was that?
I mean, he was there the night after, like, yesterday. And he was trying to, like, do the math, like, not today, last night.
Why?
So it hasn't been very long.
Why would you not take this to the city guard if he was part of the city guard?
Well, I tried, and they said he was just not scheduled to work that day and needed to wait longer before we investigated any missing people. He's probably just drunk in an alley somewhere, is what they told me.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye for your friend. Can you give us a description of him?
Yes. So Seamus is, we'll say, like a halfling, which might get Ori's attention. Right? You're a halfling?
That's right.
He's a halfling, and he's got short blonde hair. I gotta take notes for myself here. What else would he have that's distinguishing of him? He has a bunch of earrings. He's got 5 earrings in his left ear and like 3 more, I think, in his right. And I talked to him every day, but I haven't seen him. And I know last he was at the casino, and he had just came into a lot of money. So that was weird for him also. I don't know where he got the money from.
As Varric was saying that, when you acknowledged that we would help, I'm kind of nodding. My character's nodding with you. Once again, I feel like I'm getting sort of pulled around and affected by the people around me, but I definitely want to help this person.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll definitely look for Seamus. Tell me, friend, what can you tell us about this prison breaks happening?
Oh, the prison breaks? Yeah, apparently, I don't know what's going on, but we've always had prison breaks, and he's thinking through, like, yeah, we usually, like, 1 a month, maybe we'd have prison breaks, but it seems lately it's more groups of people are escaping, and I don't know how it's possible, because it's guarded really quite well, but...
What type of people are in this prison?
Mostly just people that are, owe the casino money or have tried to steal, food or basic supplies. It's really just, and he kind of whispers, it's really just like gambling addicts that just get over their head, and
People who can't pay their debts.
yeah, I think it's a lot of debt collecting, and I think the prison also pays or gets paid money to take other criminals from other cities because it is such a big establishment. I can't confirm that. That's just what I've heard through the grapevine.
Gotcha. And what's your personal thoughts on this Judge Solomon character we keep hearing about?
Oh, the new judge? Well, I'm hoping he learns from the last one and tries to be a little bit more for the people, so he doesn't have a little uprising on his hands. And but so far he seems to done a good job visiting everybody. He dresses very nicely. I don't know how he stays so clean though, because he goes and visits
very
people.
dusty around here.
Yeah, but he actually walks around in the city streets, which really makes us normal folk a little bit happier. And then you start looking at the guy and you realize that he's got like cracked hands and kind of the same telltale signs. He has a little bit of cough that he's doing every once in a while.
Factory worker.
Yeah, he put together that he's a factory worker.
Does the judge, where does he usually reside in this?
Oh, he's probably at his residence. It's attached to the courthouse, which you guys would know is, I had to put it on the map over here, is kind of in the northwest section of the city. So you do put together that the courthouse, even though it's for the people, is in the nicer neighborhood, not in the slums.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I don't know if we, as a group, would have talked about this yet, but while Orlando and I were sitting at the table, Varric, we heard some of the patrons talking about the same breakouts. Mm-hmm. Sounds like the frequency has gone up recently, especially. Complete speculation, but the timing does overlap with the installment of the new judge.
Yeah. It could be,
Interesting.
yeah. I wonder if it's just them making room, essentially kicking people out so they can get business to house other prisoners from other cities.
It's possible.
Like he's not wanting to house the casino debtors, but then why do people not care that another guardsman's missing at the same time? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it doesn't add up.
I don't, my spidey sense is not liking the city too much.
At this point, my character's feeling pretty tired, thinking that I want to call it a night and plan to go
Yeah.
over to the judge's house in the morning.
Yeah. So I think we would. Sorry, what was this dude's name?
That guy's name, you didn't get his name yet, so let's call him Corbar.
All right. I would tell Corbar, thank you for the information. We will keep a lookout for your friend. Where would we find you? Should we have information for you?
Oh, I work second whistle. So if it's during the second whistle, you'll have to find me in the refinery. But I would advise against trying to enter in. And he kind of looks down with a little bit of shame. The personal check to get into the refinery is a little intrusive. We're fairly used to it now, but looking at you all, I don't think you'd like it.
So we should wait till the shift ends?
Yeah, maybe catch me before or after the shift. After if you need to talk for a long time, because they are pretty stringent on start times.
Got it. Understood.
And then he would finish his drink and then head out.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to head up to my room. You two are bunking.
Yep. I'm going
All
to head
right.
up as well.
Bottom bunk.
That's fine. I like the top
I'm
end.
checking the room. I think is an inhabitant of the
Just the normal procedure for you.
9 hells or whatever it is he's from. I would also be paranoid and barricade my door.
Taiju and Ori, you just hear this. As you hear this dresser just get slid across to go in front of the door. But you don't find anything abnormal about this establishment from a room setup.
Okay.
Uneventful night. The next morning comes around. You guys waking up to have breakfast?
Yes.
Yes.
Would that be
Absolutely.
considered a
Short rest.
so I can get my spell slot back?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, let's go get some breakfast.
So you head downstairs. We'll say the first whistle wakes you guys up because it is quite loud. So that gets you up in time to get down to get to the breakfast. It's just a normal, whatever medieval type breakfast would be. Probably some flatbread, some honey, and
Pancakes.
yeah, pancakes. Just a normal meal of a carb and a protein. Little vitamins, you notice, but everyone's got scurvy. So.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would have a normal breakfast, but I don't want to stay long.
Okay.
Eat for 5 or 10 minutes and move
Yep.
on.
You're not hearing anything out of the ordinary. You maybe hear a little bit more gossip about, I wonder why the breakouts have gone up, where are they going, stuff like that. But other than that, they're just people talking about what they want to shop at, stuff like that, because you are at the nicer establishment. So, where are you guys going after dinner or breakfast?
I think we're heading to the courthouse.
Yeah, I say we make our way to the courthouse to
So-
make contact with the judge.
First, we're dressed back in our traveling adventure clothes.
That's true. They're dirty, though, I imagine.
I imagine you guys would have at least dusted them off, shook them out.
Patted
so-
them off, yeah.
Do we want to go to the shops, maybe purchase some, how do we want to
Right.
disguise ourselves? Do we want to go try to dress, I'm assuming we're going to come up with a plan on how to make our appearance look.
Yeah, I mean, the judge is expecting us, but I don't want to embarrass ourselves when we get there. I guess I would look around and see in this area of the city, do we stand out in a bad way, or is it okay?
No, you definitely stand out as not being from town because you're not in worker attire for the refinery, and you're also not in fancy clothes like the shop owners. So you are standing out as adventurers, but this is a world where adventuring is a profession. So you wouldn't necessarily stand out in a sense of, oh, look at those weirdos over there, but you would be recognizable as not being from there.
Yeah, at some point, I think it would be good to go dress at the least, like if we want to go get dressed up, and that way maybe we can move about a little easier without getting questioned.
Yeah, I say if we find ourselves back at the casino, we definitely need to dress it up and maybe somehow book a carriage
So you would have a little bit more cover of.
cover, and maybe if we needed to try to sneak in a weapon, we could.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But,
Okay, but-
maybe the judge can get us into,
Okay.
Right.
depending on his take on things.
So you guys are just going to the courthouse then for now?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, let's make contact with the judge.
So you're walking through the residential streets and then you see the courthouse. It's about twice the size of the normal building, so it's not as big as the casino or the prison. But as you get closer, you notice that there are 4 windows on the first floor that have been boarded up. And it looks like the remnants of a bonfire that was in the front lawn. So like the grass is burnt and hasn't recovered yet. And you notice that the park benches have been smashed, and maybe some of them you'd see like part of the bench burnt inside this ring of fire. The courtroom is caked with that thin layer of orange dust just as normal. But that is what the courthouse looks like. It looks like there was a riot out front.
Yeah.
Hasn't recovered yet, but you did remember that the riot did just happen like a week ago.
Because the old judge was killed in front of the courthouse.
Correct.
Okay.
So you put together that they cleaned up the blood,
But not much else.
but not much else at this point.
Okay.
They did board up the windows, so you see like just slats of boards. I guess you would just open the doors into the courthouse. You'd see a typical courtroom. Again, this is a smaller type of town, so it's a city, but it's gonna have a medium-sized courtroom. It's not like a big, gigantic, multiple rooms. It's just one. And there is a teller that is behind a little window. Oh, can I help you guys?
We are travelers from the north and request an audience with Judge Solomon.
Oh, well, let me get his schedule out. And she like grabs this big binder. She's like, okay, so it looks like he has an opening a day after tomorrow.
He's expecting us, and I pull out
Pull out the letter.
the letter.
The letter. Before she even looks at the letter, she recognizes the fine paper that it's on. She's like, oh, okay, so he sent you a private message. I guess you can let me just ring him and let him know you're here. And so she'll turn and like grab like a bell, and you hear a little dinging coming from behind another closed door. And then the door opens and you see a person in, let's just describe what it looks like. You see Judge Solomon. He is about 6 feet tall. He's a human. He's fairly gaunt, but not underweight. So kind of like a tall or lanky guy. And he is wearing a black pinstripe pants, a ruffled white shirt with a black button-down vest, and he has a pocket watch attached to it. And he walks with lots of confidence. And he's like, hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I do not recognize any of you.
We are associates of Master Torin.
Oh, you guys got here fairly quickly. Let's talk in my office. Claire, hold all my calls.
Bells, you mean, right?
Yes,
I'm not
bells.
saying that to him.
Uh,
Hold my bells.
Come on in and have a seat. You guys must be a little bit parched. Can I get you something to drink? Something to munch on?
Some brandy, if you have it. Would be-
Oh,
be
for
good.
sure. I can get you. And he goes over and he's got like, what are those bar on the wall things called?
Like a wet bar?
Yeah, like a wet bar. And he gets some ice out of like an ice chest and puts it in there. And it's a very nice brandy. Then you go to sit down. It's like, oh, hold on. And he takes out a handkerchief and wipes off your chairs. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Please have a seat. And you look around and you notice that it is impeccably clean inside this office, just like he's impeccably clean as well.
Yeah. I apologize if we dragged in any of that orange powder.
Oh, it's
We are
hard to get away from it.
Yeah, it's everywhere in this
I
fine town.
have noticed that. I've been here for about a week and it just is starting to get everywhere. It takes me an hour every night just to clean up everything, but it's worth it. Clean space, clean mind. That's how I was raised, and I like to keep it that way.
Seems like you do a good job staying clean. What's your secret?
Oh, as I said, it's about an hour a night, just making sure everything stays
Effort.
clean. And yes, I have my overcoat for when I have to go outside, but I do think it's important to see the people and make sure I see what's going on in this city. I don't like what happened with the last judge, obviously. And I want to avoid that.
Well, I think we would ask him for more details on why he summoned us. Yeah.
Yes, I am sorry. I just want to make sure you guys felt at home here.
Thank you.
I did, unfortunately, have a break-in in my private rooms here, and this was after the riot. They broke in and they stole some personal belongings of mine that I would like to get back. Seeing as I just moved here from Boulder's Gate, I don't really know many in the city, and based on the last corruption that was happening, I don't know who I can trust and who I can't, so I thought I would reach out to a established organization that would, pardon my bluntness, I could trust you with the money I'm spending.
What sort of items are we looking for? So that we'll know when we see them.
Yes. So they broke into my house in the middle of the evening and they stole 3 books of carbon. Now, a book of carbon, it's kind of a rare piece of magical gear. It's 3 books that share what you write on them. So I was going to keep one here with me. I was going to send 2 back for my wife and my son so that we could talk to each other in real time through the books. And that's what I really want to get back because I miss my family. I want to be able to talk with them. I also had some earrings for my wife that were stolen. I bought a toy sword and a shield to send back to my son. And I had an entire pouch of cut gems that were taken. That's probably the most valuable, but honestly the least important of the 4 items. I also would really like to get this solved. I kept the crime scene open, which means I have been having to stay out of town because my residence is way too dirty to go into. So if we can get that sorted out quickly, I can get it cleaned up and maybe start staying back in the city again.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing the scene.
Yeah, definitely.
Would the judge walk us over there? Would he
Yes.
escort us?
I'd look like VK was going to say something else or no?
I was going to ask his thoughts of the casino and his impressions, overall, just general impressions of the casino and of Mr. Harlan.
I don't know enough yet to speculate, but I do sense that I was trying to observe their odds, and it didn't seem like they were necessarily fair. I saw people that I thought should have been winning, but they weren't. And I sense there's maybe some loaded dice or something going on, but I have to tread carefully because they own so much of the city. Their guard actually surpasses our guard. I'm sure you noticed that when you came in. It wasn't the city guard that inspected you, but the Harland guards that inspected you.
Yes,
And-
they also took inventory of how much money we brought into the city.
Yeah, they did that to me as well. And apparently they also check when you leave the city, which I guess they're trying to account for where the money's being spent in the city, but it doesn't sit right with me. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with that. But I need to first understand my, lack of a better word, prey before I try to figure out more.
Forgive me if I seem very blunt saying this, but it strikes me as odd that they had no qualms of inspecting a judge of the city of his possessions.
Yes, they are very powerful. They're a very powerful family. That's might be.
Maybe
Well,
too powerful.
It seems like they know it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you guys would notice when he mentioned the city guard checking you, you would remember that they had that green flag with the black anvil on them. You would have seen the same symbol in the casino. But the guards that were watching the prison had the Circana flag, which is a purple flag with an orange shovel to represent the main product of their refinery.
Got it.
So when he mentions that there's more guards that are part of the Harland dynasty than the actual city guard, you pick up like that is what you've been seeing too.
Okay.
Yes, but if you want to see the
Yeah. Can you show us the way?
Yes. So he walks out of the courtroom. So basically, when you're in the courtroom, you went left to get to the audience chamber, and then you go to the right to get to his living quarters. Opens the living quarters, and immediately you just see that there is orange dust on the floor. You would also see, well, I guess, go ahead and roll some investigations or tell me what you're looking for.
Well, I would ask him to point out where the items were before they were taken.
Oh, okay. That's a good question. Yeah, so I had, and you walk over to like the nightstand. He's like, I had the books of carbon here. I was getting ready to send them home. I was just leaving a little message to start it off. And then I had the toy sword and the shield over by this chest, and he goes over there. That's where I had my gems and my earrings. I think you probably had the earrings on the books of carbon also.
Sorry, do the toy sword and shield, do they look like toys?
Yes, they're wooden.
They're obviously toys, not like replicas of a real item.
Yes, yeah, they're wooden sword and shield. I'm not give my son a real blade, not yet at least.
No, I'm just trying to understand what the motivation of the theft was.
I don't know. I mean, I get the earrings and I get the pouch of gems, but those are in different locations. And I don't know why you would take a bunch of books unless you knew they were books of carbon.
And the toys seem
The toys
especially
seem very
useless.
useless. Yes, I'm not sure unless maybe they have children. I don't know.
Did the Harlan guard know you were in possession of these things when you entered the city?
Well, I bought them here, so
All of those things.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got here and I tried to look to see what was around that I could send home. Let's wait for a second. Sam just came home. At least I hope that's Sam or somebody's just coming in my front door.
Stealing your books of carbon.
Books of
The
carbon. yes.
nightmares are breaking into your home. So you bought them here. So
Yes.
they would only know that you.
I mean,
They wouldn't have known you had them on you
I don't know who
before
they-
you came in.
Yeah, I didn't have them on me when I came, but maybe they found out that I had it. I don't know.
What time did this take place again? What shift? During
mean,
what factory shift?
It would have been, I guess, fourth shift, which you would know would be over the evening, fourth whistle. So it would have been from anywhere from midnight to 4 in the morning.
So he said he has not cleaned up the crime scene.
Correct. He has not cleaned up the crime scene.
So I want to look to see where any footprints would be exiting. So I'm assuming the orange soot is all over the place.
Yeah.
So there's got to be footprints leading out of the house somewhere.
yes.
If
So
we could tell if there's one set of footprints or
Right.
multiple sets
come
of
in the
footprints.
window or the
Size,
door.
humanoid.
go ahead and roll your investigation.
Would we all do this?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
assuming,
Yep,
right?
you
We
can
would
all do this.
probably all.
I got a minus
And it's
1.
intelligence based.
15.
16.
Oh, 4.
Oreo, you're not, or Ori, Ori, you're not able to distinguish anything that's happening. You're looking just in the wrong spots, so you don't get any relevant information. VK and Taiju, you recognize the footprints and you can make out 5 different foot sizes. So, like, you know that there is at least 5 burglars. One maybe has really big feet. The other one has a different type of tread, but you can make up 5 different patterns.
So
One maybe has like a limp, so you see like a step and a drag or something. You know.
it seems to me like a crime motivated just by virtue of who you are. You know, they're just figured you must have something of value.
Maybe that's what it is, but I would still like those back, but also to try to figure out how they knew I had the stuff, or maybe they just didn't know I had it and they're just going to rob me regardless. I feel like I need more information to see if it was from the dynasty.
But we'll get more information. Absolutely. But
Yeah.
it seems like the random assortment of things that were taken seem opportunistic to me.
I could agree with that.
And you,
Can we tell where the footprints, where they exit out of the house at?
Yes, so they would exit out one of the broken windows.
Okay, I want to follow the footprints out of the window and see where the footprints go as far as I can.
Okay. I would say it would start heading south until you would lose the footprints just in the
Casino.
the city in the city streets. So you know you were making your way towards the casino, but then you would lose the footprints just because now they're mixed in with too many people.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are heading south, and Judge Solomon's still with you. So were you just planning on continuing south? You're going to talk to him before you depart? Because you just jumped out the window and started following this trail until the trail ran out.
I think I would head back to the house.
Okay, to where the judge is staying.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, not the courthouse, but his actual house. Is that what
It's
you
the same spot.
Yeah, the residence that I left because I
Yep.
just
Okay.
I just
Okay.
jumped out the window to try
Yeah,
to.
the judge stays at the courthouse. So courthouse and his meeting rooms are to the left, and his private
I thought he
residence
said
is
he
to the
was
right.
staying somewhere else right now.
Oh, he is staying someplace else right now. He would tell you that he's staying at the Blind Raven, which is just outside of town. He doesn't know who he can trust in town, so he's staying at the next town over.
And I think we want to get going soon, but I want to ask the judge if he has, the obvious questions. Do you have any idea of who would want to take anything? Who has anything against you?
I'm pretty new here, so I'm not sure who would have a grudge against me to target me, other than maybe they just assume since I just moved in, I'd have all my stuff with me. But little they know, all my stuff's coming with my wife, so I don't really have anything here. So,
Okay.
Joke's on them.
Judge, how are you received in the casino?
They are also testing the waters, so we're trying to figure each other out of how this relationship's going to work. I don't know if they're intimidated by me or see it just as a challenge of getting somebody else under their thumb.
Do they search you as you enter the casino?
You get a gentle pat down if you can come through the front doors.
But you get through the front doors.
Yes.
If we were to be associates of yours, how would you feel about all of us going to the casino together?
Let's see if we can find my stuff first, and then we'll play it by ear from there.
What if I think your stuff is in the casino?
If evidence leads you to there, then we can try to work something out.
Sure.
Well, I'm going to go talk with the citizens, and then if you don't see me around town, you can find me at the Blind Raven. It's just out the gates into the northeast. Gotta look at my map for a second.
So is it just a standalone inn outside of town?
Yeah, you put together, it's up this little trail up here.
So where did you, okay. So I'm looking around at you all and thinking, well, we've learned some stuff about the items that we're missing, but I feel like we don't have any leads. The casino seems like the obvious suspect, but I don't want to jump to conclusions.
So what time of day is it?
It's probably just before noon, because you guys stopped, had breakfast, you meandered around a little bit, and then you went up to the judge's quarters.
How would you all feel about leaving the town, maybe checking out the tavern that he's talking about? Not going in there, but just lay eyes on it, and then maybe see what's south of the town. Because the footprints going out of the judge's house was leading south.
Do you think they left the whole town or just south towards the casino?
I think it was towards the casino, but if there's like some caves or something to the south that maybe they could stash stuff nondescript, because I don't know the judge's power if he could eventually raid the casino to try to find his stuff. You said you wanted to rule out stuff before we just bombard the casino.
Yeah, if we think there's a plausible alternative. I think if we want to search the casino, we'll need an excuse to do it.
So as you guys are having the discussion, you can see that the judge is getting dressed to head out, and he's wearing basically the same stuff except for that he grabs a walking cane to walk out with and puts on these like leather gloves, a nice big old cloak to keep all the dust off of him, and he puts on a nice wide brimmed top hat. So he looks very steampunk-ish in his outfit.
Awesome.
And then he tips his head at you and says, I'll see you around town if you need me. Otherwise, I'll be at the Blind Raven. And then he puts on his sunglasses and walks outside to leave you guys to do whatever you want to do, but he's going to get about his day.
As he's walking away, is he walking with any noticeable limp or anything? He has a walking...
He is not. He's mostly just carrying it.
Okay.
And you sense he's using it kind of like a Lucius Malfoy, where
Gotcha.
he just uses it to like push things open and stuff like that. Doesn't necessarily need it, but he can use it to not have to touch surfaces and that type of stuff.
Because I believe one of the footprints of the people
Had
that
a
broke
limp.
in had kind of a
limp.
weird gait
Yeah.
to it.
Good observation.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't know that we have a good reason to suspect him of any foul play, right? Like,
Yeah, and let's keep in mind, too, we also got asked by that burly man. What was his name?
Corbar.
Yeah, Corbar. He asked us to find his friend, and I don't know if this is related or not. Maybe we can figure this out. But his friend Shamus that was missing, he was wearing earrings. I don't know if that has any
right.
Oh, and he
connection or
ties.
not.
Earrings were
but
stolen.
we didn't ask the judge to describe any of his the earrings. I don't know if that.
It's not too late to chase him down if you want to ask.
Yeah, let's go chase him down and ask if he could
Okay,
describe
so-
his earrings.
Asked the type of earrings. He would say that they were pendant earrings that were dangling down that had the shape of like, let's say, an owl. So if he has something like that, you would know, like, oh, maybe that could be the earrings if you find Seamus.
Okay.
Got a note taker. I'm not used to this.
Both of them are taking extensive
This
notes.
is how you're supposed to play.
Yes, I agree.
Hey,
I mean,
you want me to show you my notebook?
No, I know
My
you're-
notebook is
You're
crazy.
not the problem. Yeah, I agree.
Damn right. I'm not the problem. So, do y'all want to explore the town a little bit more, or do you want to see what's south of the town?
Would we know what the factory does? Is that just general knowledge?
after your evening in the casino and the tavern, you would just pick up that it's a normal ore refinery.
Okay.
You could tell that the conditions are not amazing, the ventilation's not great. And even now, as you're thinking about that, you're looking around and you definitely, you know it's a summer day, but you can't really make out the sun. It's just a overall orange hue that's over this city. Just there's so much smog coming in from the refinery.
So I think we've got two leads. I think it makes sense to go south and do a survey and see if we notice anything unusual. I also think that the prison breakouts are interesting. You know, I don't, for instance, it's possible that the thieves were apprehended and were then subsequently broken out, or they could be unrelated. But I wonder if any of the escapees or any of the townsfolk that know about the escapes would know about this break-in as well.
All right. Do you want to go hover around the prison?
Yeah, and before we do that, remind me of the two. It seems like there's two factions in the city, right? There's the mafia folk. They wear, what's their emblem again?
The dynasty, the Harlan dynasty, has a green flag with a black anvil on it. And then the Circana City Guard is a purple flag with an orange shovel.
What's location point 4 on the map next to the casino?
Location point 4, as you work your way down there, you would see that it is a smaller gate entrance into the city. So it's basically like the large gate entrance, but literally probably a sixth the size. So it's mostly like a manned door entrance as opposed to where you'd bring carriages through. But as you're working your way down there to investigate kind of around the casino, you hear a groan coming from a alleyway.
Well, I think I'd like to check that out, and I would tell my companions that there's a groan in the alleyway.
Yeah, I would be curious. I'll
let's-
investigate with you.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Let's do it.
As you are walking down the alleyway, you see a homeless person trying to crawl further up against a wall, and he's pulling like debris in the way, trying to block you guys from getting to him. And he's like, I've already told you everything I know. I can't tell you anything more. Just leave me alone.
What are you talking about?
I can't take it anymore. Just
Take what
leave me
anymore?
alone. And as
We're
you're
not here to hurt you. We're here to help.
And as you're looking at him, you see he's kind of jolting his head around, trying to identify where the sounds are coming from. And that's because you notice he's got two black eyes that his eyes are basically swollen shut. So he's having trouble seeing around.
Is he a halfling by chance?
He is a halfling, and you can
With gold
definitely
hair?
with gold blonde hair, and you
Is he
definitely
wearing some earrings?
He has some earrings, but some have been ripped out. And you notice that his knuckles are broken and his kneecaps are broken.
This is Seamus.
Seamus, is this you?
What? Who are you?
Hey! It's okay.
Just-
Your friend Corbar asked us to find you.
Corbar sent you?
Yes.
Is,
Yeah.
is he? Is
Nice
he okay?
fellow, red beard. He's very concerned about you.
Hey, is he safe?
He's safe.
That's good.
Seamus, how can we help?
Can we escort you to the inn?
Yes, just get me away from the casino. I can't be seen by them.
I'm gonna put a cloak around him.
What if we walk him back to our
Yeah, and I'm
armor?
gonna put my arm around him like he's a
Good
friend.
drunk.
And yeah, like come on this way. And
Well, his
well,
knees are
let's-
broken.
Yep, he's gonna not be able to walk.
I would see if we could, if I could put him on my back and carry him.
Yeah, you'd
We could
probably be
work
able.
together to make that happen.
Yeah, you could do like a piggyback type ride and throw a cloak over and just look like a hunchback because he is a halfling, so he's gonna be a little bit smaller in size.
And I'll put the cloak over him so it looks like you're just carrying a backpack.
Okay.
That would work. He's probably groaning quite a bit still.
Can I use a healing potion or something?
Yeah, you could do a healing potion on him if you want to.
I think we had. Did we say we have 2 of those?
You each have 2.
Yeah. I would use one.
Okay.
Try to.
So you give him a healing potion. It's not going to be enough to cure him and make him just all happy and dandy, but it's enough that you would sense his punctured lung is going to be better. Like a lot of the internal damage is going to be repaired.
Okay.
And he's no longer wheezing and grunting with every step. So he is a quieter carry, and you guys are taking him back to your inn.
Why don't you all take him back to your room? I'll get a plate of food and bring it up.
Okay. So
Okay.
give him some food.
So we'll interrogate him in the privacy of your room, is what I'm thinking.
All right. Get you there.
All right.
So you guys are able to, no one really stops you because they know your adventures, so they assume you're just carrying your pack. So you're able to easily get him up to your room. He slumps down pretty exhausted, but he is receptive to answering questions.
Yeah, I want to intimate that we're friends, and it's. I feel like I have a soft spot for this type of situation.
Mhm.
My character does for trying to help people that can't help themselves.
You'll notice that he is wearing a tunic that has a purple flag and an orange shovel on it.
Right, he was
he's
one
part
of the
of-
Southern Guard gates.
Yes,
Southern
so-
Gate Guard. Excuse me.
Yep. So you picked up he was a Southern Gate Guard, and then you've picked up also that it is manned by the Circana City Guard.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. I think we would obviously ask him what happened. Who did this to him?
The casino, they cornered me, and I don't know how they found out about our I don't know how to say our ring. No, I don't think we're a thieves guild. We're not really like doing anything wrong. We just take a couple of coins here and there when people want to pass undetected. And I don't know how they found. I guess maybe I was spending too much money at once.
Pass undetected where? What do you mean?
Out of the Southern Gate?
Oh, yeah. I guess backtrack. I'm sorry. It's still foggy in my head. I run the Southern Gate access to the city with a handful of other guards, and well, we've found that we can make our lives a little bit easier if we just take a little bit of a longer break between shifts from time to time, and just overlook some people coming and going, and pocket a little bit of change for our problems. And it's been going great, but I don't know how they I don't know how they discovered our operation. We don't really make that much, but
Who would you say your main clientele is?
it's just mostly citizens. But we did have this really weird group a couple of days ago that were trying to come into the city. Most people are bribing to get out of the city, but they were bribing to come in, and then we saw them also bribe to go out again. And now that I think about it, I did probably see them 3 times, the same group. I didn't really think of anything because they're paying each time. So
Do you have any? Can you identify what they were wearing, perhaps, or any
Where they went?
indications?
well, I guess. I mean, well, you did give me the health potion, so majority of our clientele are escaped prisoners, and normally once they escape, they just run away. But this group of, I want to say it was 4 or 5 of them, they came back a couple of days after they escaped, and then returned back that same night. Seemed kind of in a hurry, but they had good coin, and it's not my problem. They probably just had debts like the rest of us.
I can understand your position. I'd love to know if you had any other information about where they went after they left the city.
I just saw them heading south. I don't really, not going to go follow them because they already paid me to look the other way.
Seems like the casino didn't take too kindly to you skimming some of their profits off the top.
That's the only thing, that's what I'm guessing. They were trying to get me to turn on my other compatriots, and I don't think I said anything, but they just were so relentless, and I don't. And you said Corbar's okay?
Corbar is okay. He commissioned us to find you because he was very concerned about your well-being.
Do we still know Corbar's okay? Where is he at the moment?
Okay,
Corbar should
Where do
be
we leave him, man?
Corbar should be at work.
Yeah, you've already heard 2 whistles probably at this point, so he should be at work.
Okay, yeah.
It's only been a
works
few
the
hours.
second whistle. That's
yeah,
right.
so once he gets out, we can.
Check on him.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like it's Seems to me like the debt's been paid at this point. They roughed him up pretty aggressively.
That's what I'm hoping. As I said, I don't think I gave out anybody else's name. I'm hoping they think it's just me, and maybe they'll leave us alone again. But I'm scared to start up our operation again, which I guess is probably what they're hoping for. But
Would you like to meet with Gorbar again? Or does that...
yeah, I mean, I'll see him after his shift, I guess.
Well, he asked us to look for you as opposed to asking the guard or anyone from the casino. So I think he understands the sensitivity of the situation.
Yeah, I assume he probably doesn't want other guard members to be involved
Right.
and rain on our operation. Is that the right saying?
I might let the
Understandable.
operation stay paused for a while.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too, at least until I can heal up.
If we wanted to leave out of the south gate and come back, how difficult would it be for us to do that?
We charge like 10 gold to just tie our shoes.
If
Okay.
we were to say we knew you, would that get us exit and reentry?
Yeah, I guess you could tell them that here, and I was gonna take out one of his earrings and be like, give them this and say that you rescued me from the casino.
Can I just clarify, why would they stop us from leaving? Or are we paying to not have our belongings searched?
Yeah, you're paying to not
Mm.
have it marked on the books that you left or came back or
Okay.
whichever direction you're going.
So they're not going to
Which-
keep us from leaving, but you might want to leave discreetly.
Which
Yes,
is
exactly.
a good way to smuggle belongings of a certain judge out of the city without
Yeah.
being...
Well, I mean, if you don't want to be searched, you're going to have to go through the south gate because the north gate's manned by the dynasty, and they're going to search you or not let you leave. That's why we're able to make so much money, is because people were, you can't bring much because it's a small gate, but whatever you can carry out.
I think Varric's intuition was right on the money, headed south. Okay. Do we have any other questions for Seamus?
I don't. I think we need to hook him up with Corbar, have him just hang out here and rest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
can I sleep? I'm so tired.
I'm not using the bed.
Yeah, are we leaving anything in the room? Or are we taking everything with us? We can let him...
Yeah, I think we have our stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have our
first.
stuff.
You guys
I'd
travel
say-
probably pretty light,
Yeah,
so.
let's...
I'll leave him a silver so he can get himself a drink and some food when he wakes up. How about that?
Oh, that's nice of you guys.
Yeah. If you want to look for Corbar after the second whistle, he may come to the inn to find us.
Okay, I'll stay here then, and I'll probably still be asleep by the time
That's-
third whistle happens.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I say we go south. See what's out of the south gate.
Agreed.
Okay. You walk out the south gate, and you already got your payment, we'll say, with the little earring and name dropping, and you can see they look concerned because they haven't heard from Seamus in a while. So maybe you give them some brief details to let him know that he's safe, we found him, but he was roughed up, blah, 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 blah. Maybe and then I'm sure Taiji would be like, maybe keep your operations a little bit quiet for the time being or something. But they let you through. So you guys are now south of the city. And you see a pretty well-worn trail, which maybe is another hint that the casino was able to use to be like, something's fishy going on here. But following that trail loop, you eventually get to a fork in the road where you can either continue going south, or you can go out to the east, like along the city walls.
Looking at the ranger.
Heading east is towards the jail, right? So maybe there's some way we could find...
The jail's in the city, though,
In the
right?
city, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
you're outside the
outside.
city.
Okay. Thought there might be some way they were escaping outside.
My intuition is telling me to keep going south.
You keep going south, and eventually you start seeing the footprints scatter out. But with your ranger background, you're picking up, especially since you already investigated in the judge's quarters, and you start seeing that step drag. And then you see the other foot patterns that you were seeing. So you definitely think you're on the right trail. And about 3 or 4 hours later, it take you a little bit longer because you're stopping to track and all that stuff. You start hearing talking coming from I don't know, we'll say 200 feet out. You guys start hearing some low murmurs, too far away to hear anything, but you definitely are sensing you're coming up on a group of people.
Are we still on a trail, or is there like overgrowth? Or
It's
something?
overgrowth at this point, but you're basically like a game trail that they turned off down.
Okay. I would like to stealth and see how close I can get to the talking.
Go ahead and roll your stealth.
16.
Okay. Are you leaving Ori and Taiju behind and just sneaking ahead? What's your guys' like
I'm trying
walking
to.
patterns?
I was thinking of branching off just to the side, and trying to be stealthy again and gauge how many people we think are in this clearing. Or
Okay, so you're going to go straight. Taiju's going to flank off to the side.
Yep.
Ori,
I'll follow VK. I'm a halfling. I can kind of hunch down and.
all right, go ahead and roll your stealth check then.
I think we would
and you roll
have
stealth.
a thieves' can't
You guys would have a Thieves Camp being a Thieves
sort of
Guild,
thing.
which means you can do hand signals to talk to each other.
silently.
Yes,
Okay.
it can't be complex conversations, but it could be basically military hand signs.
Okay. Do I need to roll for
Yes,
Yeah,
roll for
rerolling.
stealth. It is a dexterity based.
-1? Oh no. 2.
2, okay. And then we're waiting for Ori.
So 17 plus 3.
Okay, so 20, now natural 20. So, VK Ori, you guys are moving pretty silently. You decided to stay on the game trail, and you are coming up to this party. And you hear them joking about, oh, those earrings look so nice on you. But I think they look better on me. Like they're joking around with each other. And then all 2 of you and the 4 people that you see in this little encampment immediately stop talking when a large tree snaps off into the corner
Number 8.
as you hear something fall in the woods.
Something in armor.
In armor falls in the woods on its shield, and you're like, ugh. And you're like, well, okay. And they immediately are going to quiet down, start pulling out their gear, and you see them hiding behind like a log that they were sitting on in that same direction, but they don't know where you guys are.
Yeah, I kind of stand up and act like I did it on purpose.
Yep.
I wasn't trying to be sneaky in the first place.
Who goes there?
I'm not going to give them my name. I'm just going to turn the question back on them and say, who are you all?
We're
What
just
are you doing here?
we're adventurers heading south.
I'd say, where'd you get those earrings?
What earrings?
Oh, I didn't hear them talking about it, did I? Well, I could see that
No,
they're.
you-
I
you-
could see that they're holding
Yeah,
the earrings.
You can see that they're playing around.
I'm looking around, trying to see quickly if I recognize any other of the items that we're looking for.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Wisdom.
Wisdom. 10.
I'm gonna say, with your stumbling through, you're kind of working your way through the thick of it instead of a trail. Your vision's not great, so you don't see anything else. But what you do notice is one of the adventurers, quote unquote, chants something, and a ball of flame appears in their hand. And they're going to say, "I would advise that you turn the other way, sir."
I'm not going to turn. I'm going to take a step towards them and raise my shield.
Okay, have at it. And then I need to remember how to do this. So give me a hot second to open this character sheet. I don't remember if I need to roll an attack or if you have to roll a dex save. So,
I don't think I would hide the fact that I'm here to collect the items, or at least the one that I see.
Yep.
So I would say I'm here to take the earrings back that you stole.
I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't steal anything. And you could definitely tell they're not very good liars. But it's a 21 hit your armor class. I think it does.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
All right, you're going to get hit by 8 fire damage as you get your shield up, but it splashes over and gets on your arm and your shoulder. So you take 8 damage, specifically fire. Let's roll some initiatives just so we have an idea of turn order. So how initiative works, Tyler, is you're going to roll a d20 and you're going to add your dexterity to it.
So, like a question I have based on my subclass.
Yep.
It says on my initiative I can add my wisdom modifier. So I think that would be
As
my
well.
dex, yeah. And mod.
Yep. if you can add both, or it says you can add it, and you're already adding dex to your initiative, so I think you'd be able to add both.
9.
9?
6.
12 plus. Okay, sorry. Remind me what we're adding.
Dexterity.
12 plus 3.
Okay, so enemies are going to go first because they got a 19, and then it's going to be Ori, and I think it was
I think it was me. I had a 9 and then
BK,
6. Yeah.
and then Taiju. So enemies, he just shot his firebolt, and then you see the other 3 Doan short swords as they're going to start flanking or moving in the direction of your party member. So they're not going to attack yet, but they are getting ready to attack your compatriot. That brings us up to Ori.
Okay, perfect. So so I have a dart ranged attack.
Okay.
Okay, it's 20 to 60 feet. I'm assuming that we're that close.
So the first number is you can use it within 20 feet without using
Without disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Disadvantage is you would roll 2 20s and take the lowest number.
Okay.
And then 60 feet is the maximum distance you can throw the dart, but you'd have disadvantage.
Gotcha.
So 0 to 20 feet, you would just use your d20. 20 to 60 feet, you would roll 2 d20s and use the slowest.
Okay. So I guess how far away are we? Have we crept up? Have we been flanking and watching this encounter take
They're all
place?
facing
and
me, right?
we're in a good position to.
Yep, they're all facing them. So I'd say you could probably get within 20 feet of the mage who's in the back, the one that casted the fireball.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll get in a good position and I'll use dart as an action.
Okay, so the way you're going to do dart is it's going to be a attack. So you're going to roll your d20. It's probably dexterity and your proficiency. It might tell you on the sheet, which I guess I could come look.
Sure.
All right, so you're going to throw a dart. So you roll a d20 and you add 5.
Oh, 6 plus 5, 11.
All right, so now what I would do is I look at the armor class of the apprentice wizard.
Okay.
His armor class is 10 because he's just wearing robes.
Okay.
So you rolled above it, so you would hit.
Okay.
So now you can roll your damage to hit, or your
So
damage.
1d4 plus 4 piercing.
Piercing damage, yep.
So how does...
So 3
Oh,
plus.
gotcha. Yep. What a noob.
What a noob.
Okay, yeah, so 3 plus 4 piercing.
So 7 piercing damage. So this wizard had no idea you were there, so he takes it right in the back. He just falls down. He's not dead, he's still breathing, but he's definitely not liking life right now. And it was a pretty solid hit. But now his enemies know, or his allies know that you're there because he lets out a scream and they turn and see this monk throwing something at
A
their
little halfling monk. Right. Okay, so remind me, how many actions do we get then?
So you get 1 action, and then you get a bonus action, and you get movement. You can do any order that you want. So in this case, I'll say that just for the sake of the first round, you used your movement to sneak into range.
Right.
You then threw your dart, so you would have a bonus action if you had one.
Yeah, and so I do have a couple of bonus actions because of my monk class, but I don't think I'm close enough. Like flurry of blows immediately after you take the attack, spend a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes. I don't think I'm close enough to do that yet.
Yeah, you want
right?
to be in melee for that one?
Okay.
You
Hey-
could move.
Oh, he said I moved to
I-
sneak up
I said
on
he
you.
used
Good,
his
good.
move to sneak. Yeah, to get within range of 20, I think you'd have to use his movement.
Patient defense. You can spend a key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action. Does that make sense to do that now, or is that if somebody's...
That's going to be if somebody's physically attacking you.
Okay.
You basically get, I want to say it's +3 to the armor class,
Gotcha.
which you don't really need right now because they're not attacking you.
And I have Step of the Wind. I can disengage or dash.
So dash would let you move again. So you
Okay.
can run up and close the distance and be in the melee with them for next time, or I wouldn't worry about using a key point yet because you only get 3 of them.
I'm just going to end my turn then, I suppose. Yep.
Sounds good. VK, you are not seen yet because you are sneaking in a different way.
Would I be considered invisible to them?
I don't know how that works, so I'll say you're hidden, so they would be surprised that you're there.
Okay.
So we'll say yes, invisible for now, because I think that's taking the I think that's the new rule for surprise. If
Okay.
I had to guess.
Okay. Which one of these people seems like they're the more gruffest? Like
The
the biggest threat?
The biggest threat is probably the guy that's actually furthest from you. He looks like he's got the nicest gear.
Okay.
But the mage is down
The
and
mage
wounded.
is
Good job.
wounded, and the other two have decent gear, but not as nice as that last guy. So the order, you would say the mage is the easiest, the hardest is the furthest one from you, and then the other two are pretty much equal.
Okay. Is he? How far is he? Like 60 feet?
Yeah, we'll say at
Longbow range.
at the start of your turn, he's 60 feet away.
Okay. So longbow range. I'm going to use a bonus action first and cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
You magically mark one creature you can see within range as your query. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 force damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack roll. And I want to shoot him with my longbow.
Sounds good.
So do I get advantage on this? Because I'm invisible.
I don't know how your character works with advantage and invisible.
That's what I was telling you. While in darkness, but
You're not in darkness.
okay.
Let's do just a +2 for flanking, just for tonight. And then I'll
That's
figure
fine.
out what invisible. He's using the new,
Well, I thought we were doing the new
rule book,
rules, so I'm sorry.
which I haven't read yet.
I thought I could have sworn I heard that.
You're good.
12.
12, and his armor class is, so he's a thug, for those that are care. His armor class is 11. Nice. I forget how easy little enemies are.
All right. So my bow does 1d8 plus 3 is 9.
Okay.
And then I do my 1d6 force damage. Another 2.
And that's from the hunter's mark.
Yep.
So he takes the 11 damage total. You definitely see him stumble as he's trying to close the distance towards Taiju, but he doesn't nearly look as bad as the wizard did after his dart in the back. But I will say he's going to change targets now that he got shot in the back. He doesn't really like that. So he'll turn to face you, but it's not his turn, so he's not going to move. Taiju, 2 of the 4 people that were coming at you are now, one's lying on the ground, one turned around to go the other way. The other are probably 40, maybe 30 feet from you. And it's up to you what you want to do.
So yeah, where am I relative to Ori?
So you are in the center, and then Ori is basically south of the party. So you guys innately set up a pincer movement here coming in from both sides. So Ori's south, VK is more south. I lost my map.
West.
Southwest, and then you're north.
Okay.
And they're making like a half circle around you.
Is that the mage between me and?
Yep. This is the mage. He's already on the ground. He's not dead. You can still see him breathing, but he definitely looks pretty injured.
I think I want to try to move closer to Ori, but I want to be close enough to finish off the mage. I guess I have a 10-foot reach with my pike.
Okay. So you'll get, we'll say that the mage was hanging back a little bit. So we'll say you can make it up to just striking range with your pike.
Okay. Well, and I'm thinking too, if I am, just looking at my bonus actions, if I'm within 5 feet of an enemy that attacks one of my allies, I have a protection.
Okay.
I can give that.
As a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to be close to, I was thinking Ori, but since Ori is also near the mage who I want to attack, so if I can maneuver myself in such a way to be close to Ori and the mage.
Now, for your protection, is that 5 feet from the enemy or 5 feet from your ally? So I think it's the enemy.
When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that's within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, so you'd be 5 feet from the person attacking. So you want to be close to the enemies and you can interrupt their attacks.
Oh, I see. Not close to their target, but close to. Okay, yes. Okay.
So if he's going to cast a spell, you can be like, ah!
Well, hopefully he'll be dead by the end of this, but I can be near one of his allies that's nearby as well.
Yep, makes sense.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to pike attack the downed mage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you a +2 for flanking because he's on the ground.
Okay. So that's a D20. Let's see. 10 plus 7 is 17.
Yep. His armor class, I think we said, was 9.
Okay.
So
That's
it's 10, but it still hits. So
10 plus 3.
hard to roll on this table.
10 damage.
Way more than you needed.
Yeah.
And your pike just easily cuts through his robes, and you hear his final gurgle.
Okay. As a bonus action, I want to use Second Wind to regain some of the hit points that I've lost.
Okay.
from the fireball and also the 3 that we took earlier from the cat.
Yep, sounds good. So you use second wind, which is a D something.
Sorry, D10 plus 3.
Perfect.
Again,
So it's basically he gets a free med kit.
8 plus 3 is 11,
11. So you take 11, well, up
That's
to your max.
which is exactly what I was down.
That's
so
perfect.
that works out.
All right. Enemies turn. Mage is dead. I'm going to say this guy starts closing the distance. He'll probably use his action to dash because he doesn't like that bow. So he's going to close the distance on you, VK, but he's not going to be able to do anything. He just doesn't want to get shot, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, understood.
And then the other two can close the distance on the warrior or the fighter. So we'll say this guy's got a mace, a thug. He's going to attack you twice with his mace. First one is a 10 to hit and a
Miss.
9 to hit.
They both miss.
And then the other guy is going to pull out a dagger. He's going to try to hit you with the dagger. A 10.
Nope.
But
That
he
fireball was a lucky
He
hit.
does
earlier.
get a non-natural 20, so that's going to hit, I assume.
Yes.
All right. And that deals... Why are you not
Was that
rolling?
on his second attack?
Yep.
Okay.
So he gets 2 attacks.
And you're comparing this to your armor class, right? That's
Yep.
what that's. It hits you.
My armor class is actually 18.
Oh, that's pretty
which
high.
Feels pretty high, yeah.
Yeah, the shields definitely help with those.
What
You
is
take
yours?
3 piercing damage from his dagger as it finds just a seam in your armor. Of course, he gets minimum damage on his roll, but whatever. It happens. All right, that is my enemies. They ran in and did some stuff. Ori, you are the only person not engaged in combat.
Yes. Okay. So I will point out I'm wearing no armor and I am carrying no shield.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sounds like a monk.
Yes.
Yep.
So I have unarmored movement. So while you wear no armor, wield no shield, your speed increases above your normal. It says 25 feet.
So
So can I close? I'm going to run up to where 8 is and turn that into a 2v2 melee.
Let's go.
I'm going
Sounds
to run
good.
to that guy right there.
So you can sneak behind him, so you'd get flanking, which is +2.
Okay. Yep. And then martial arts is also an ability I have. When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make 1 unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay. And is that with the key point, or is that just
No,
Right.
that's just the ability.
All right.
Yep.
basically if you're using no weapons and using your arms, you could do 2 attacks?
That's right.
Nice.
That's
So I'm picturing 2. Little 1-2 combo.
Yeah, because Aaron was a monk. So
I love
trying to
monks.
remember all that.
And so it lists a short sword as what I have as a melee weapon. Is that considered a monk weapon? I'm not sure how that works.
No, a
Yeah,
monk weapon would be something like brass knuckles.
Or like claws or something like
Yeah,
that.
stuff that it attaches to your hand.
Okay.
It
I-
says
you'd be doing unarmed
simple
strikes.
weapons and martial weapons.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I remember short sword wasn't on that list when I was trying to do mine, so you'd be doing unarmed strikes.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to clarify. Okay, so I will do an unarmed strike, and so then I can make a bonus action, another unarmed strike.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So remind me what we do here. We're doing the.
So the 2 hit is going to be your D20.
So that's 7 plus. Let's see. Remind me what that gets.
It's probably going to be +5. 'Cause it's going to be
yeah,
dexterity
sorry.
plus your
Yeah, plus
proficiency.
5. Okay. So 7 plus 5, what? 12.
12 passes their armor class, plus you would actually get 2 more because you're flanking him. So,
Okay, right. Do I roll again since I'm doing it twice, or is that?
we'll do 1 attack
Okay.
just so you get
gotcha.
used to it, but then after a while you can get used to doing 2. So now what's the damage?
It says a D4 plus 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So 3 plus 4, 7.
Okay. Right in the kidney.
The kidney.
Now you do another
Do it again?
damage. But now it's your bonus action, so now you can do your unarmed strike.
Okay. So 8 plus 5, so 13.
Meet or exceeds, so you hit.
Okay, 4 plus
Man, 2
Wow.
Good
two
hits.
solid hits.
4 plus, 5. So 9.
You definitely you're working with the distraction of the warrior and just pow pow. Love it. VK,
Since he closed the distance,
Yep, you're in melee now.
I'm going to pull out my rapier. And as I swing, I'm going to say, on the contrary, the earrings would look better on me than Salem. 17.
Taiju's looking around like I don't
17
get
hits.
it.
Because you didn't hear.
What earrings are you talking about?
10 damage with my rapier, and then my hunter's mark, another 3. So 13.
All right, the guy's starting to look a little bit bloodied. He's having a little bit of trouble holding his sword, but he is still engaged and going to hit you when it's his turn. Taiju.
Does that Hunter's Mark only affect your attacks? Eric?
Yeah, but if there's still enemies up, I can pass it to another person, but yeah, it's just mine.
Okay.
Well,
I'm not
Pretty
engaged
sure.
with that guy anyway.
Yeah, you're not fighting him anyways, but I don't
Just
remember.
curious.
I think it's just the hunter, but
Okay.
we'll find out.
So I'm going to try to steal another one of Ori's kills here.
Okay, sounds
Take
good.
this guy down.
So you're going to fight the same guy that Ori just punched in the back.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably stumbling forward, presenting a nicer target. You do get a +2 for flanking.
Excellent. Oh, man. Yikes. So I rolled a 6 plus 5 plus another 2 is 13.
All right, so the flanking helps you, and you exceed, so you hit.
Excellent. So I've still got my pike out. That's another D10 plus 3, so 11.
All right.
Now I can,
Still up.
as a bonus action, I can use Action Surge to take an additional action
Okay.
on top of my regular, so I'll just attack a second time.
Sounds good. He is trying to steal your kill.
19 plus some
It's-
stuff.
Yep. He hears that on our podcast all the time. Plus stuff.
plus stuff.
That was a 4. I messed it up. 4 plus 3 is another 7.
Yep, that's enough to kill him. So Pike goes
Well
through.
done.
Ori's used to this, so he just steps out of the way. The Pike just barely misses him.
I mean, my military training's coming out
We've
here.
practiced this.
Back from Regiment Number 8.
Regiment number 8. Yes.
That's right.
Epic regiment. Enemies. They don't know what to do, so they're just going to attack. This guy's got a short sword that's attacking VK, so he's going to swing twice. A 20, I assume, hits you,
Correct.
and a 7, I assume, misses you.
Correct.
So you take 8 slashing damage from the short sword.
Is he within 5 feet of me?
He is not. He's attacking the other side of the meadow. And then the dagger guy is going to attack. I think he's going to attack Taiju since he's the one that's killing everyone. He was secretly trying to sneak around behind you so that he could get some, flanking as well, but then his partner died, so he's not going to get that anymore. So he's going to attack twice with his daggers. A 15, I think, misses you, but the 23 hits. And this time you take 8 piercing damage.
Ouch. Right back where I was.
I only have 2 enemies, so that's it for that. So that brings us up to Ori.
Okay, we're down to 2 enemies left. That's what you said, right?
I'll
And
move
you
these
use-
guys off the map.
Yeah,
so
there we go.
That will help.
All right.
Want to soften another one up for me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Soften
I'm
up.
gonna engage the enemy closest to 8, and let's see, same deal, right? I'm gonna use the martial arts, so I get to
Punchy punch.
punch. All right. Oh, so 3 plus 5. Whoops.
Yep, that does not
That's
hit.
it. Nope. 9 plus 5.
That hits.
Does 3 plus 5, 8
Alright,
damage.
so you do 8 damage to him.
Yep.
He's a little bit harder to hit, so that's why your first hit missed.
And then can I spend a key point
You
now,
can.
right?
Yep,
So
use key
I
point.
can do, I'm going to spend a key, is this my key points?
Yep.
Okay.
So I usually just put it on the other side of the eraser so you know which ones you've used, which ones you haven't.
Okay, so I will use Flurry of Blows. Immediately after you take the attack action, you can spend a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Whenever you hit a creature with one of these attacks, you can impose one of the following 3 effects on that target. It must succeed on a DC 13 dexterity saving throw to be knocked prone. It must succeed on a DC. What is DC?
Difficulty check.
Difficulty check.
So I'm going to roll against that number.
Okay. A 13 dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. 13 strength saving throw, or you can push up to 15 feet away from you. It can't take reactions until the end of your next turn.
I would just do the knocked prone one.
Yeah, we'll do the knock prone.
So the way it works is you rolled for your attack, and then originally you were rolling another attack as a bonus action. So you wouldn't technically have a bonus action, but we're going to retcon a bit. So you rolled for attack.
Gotcha.
Then you decide to use a key point.
Yes.
So you can have 2 attacks as a bonus action.
Okay, gotcha.
So the first one we just did was 1 hit. So you've hit at least once. Go ahead and roll 1 more attack to see if you can hit twice.
So again, 9 plus 5.
Yep.
So that one would hit.
That would hit as well.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
3 plus 5, so 8.
All right. Now you would say for that force, I'm going to use the DC 13 dexterity save.
That's right.
So what that means is I'm going to roll a d20 and add my character's dexterity, which is 2.
Okay.
So I would roll my d20. I had got a 15, adding 2, 17. That's above your 13, so I would have passed. So I'm not going to get knocked prone.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that would bring us up to VK.
All right. VK's resuming hitting this dude with my rapier. And I rolled a 1.
All right, so we got our first crit fail from a player. So the way we do that is we want to know how severe the crit fail is. So he's going to roll a D100.
16, a 10 and a 6.
All right, so it's a fairly low, so it's going to be something that's fairly severe, but I don't know enough about the characters' backstories to come up with something cool.
Lucky amulet breaks.
That's what I'm thinking. It's got to be something with the lucky amulet.
I mean, he's a demon, right?
He is a demon, so I'm trying to think of... We'll say that the reason you carry the lucky amulet is because one of your exes in the demon world has been trying to
That's great.
summon you back to the demon world. And this lucky amulet is supposed to prevent that from happening.
Okay.
And you're in the middle of this fight, and you just get this image in your head of Lucy. Just come up with something that's like Lucifer, Lucy.
I love Lucy.
I have Lucy.
Lucy, I'm home.
You get this image of Lucy,
Oh, Lucy.
as she's reaching out and grabbing like at your side, trying to pull you down to the underworld. But unfortunately, what she grabbed was your pendant, and that gets sucked down into the underworld instead.
No.
So now I gotta make a note to myself to continue to maybe have him get pulled to the underworld.
You're going to be the next one to lose money at the casino.
Probably.
Yeah, I look over at VK and say, not again. Your exes, no. She's back.
All my
is
exes
it.
live in the hells. The infernal blade.
It's like in Inception, the movie, when the ex keeps chasing him in the dreams.
Oh, yeah.
That's you. Can't
That's
get
you.
away. Can't get away.
And then crit fails immediately on their turn, so that moves us on to Taiju.
Great. So unfortunately, I can't use the action surge a second time until I have a short rest.
Correct, yeah, you need a short rest first.
Well, there's only one enemy near me, so
Attack away.
Keep the
Steal
pike
that
out.
kill.
I feel like I'm not going to get it this time. 10 plus 5. Am I flanking still?
You are flanking.
17.
17 hits.
And 5 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you did get the kill. You think you got a meaty hit on this guy, but he's got these flowing robes, and he seems to know how to turn his body, so you're just getting glancing shots.
I think, can I use a potion?
As a bonus action?
Yeah.
You can use a potion as
I'll
a
go
bonus
ahead
action.
and down it since I'm down 11 points.
Okay, sounds good. So it's 2d4 plus 4. So roll your d4 twice. 3 plus 4, so 7 plus
11.
4, 11. Yep.
And
roll.
that worked out nicely again.
I know what's going to happen. So this guy is going to use his bonus action first to disengage. And then he's...
From me.
Sorry. The guy that's in
Oh,
the
okay.
cloaked and the nice stuff is using his bonus action to disengage, which means he can leave combat with you two without provoking an attack of opportunity. And then he's going to run and do like a flying stabby stab on VK. He only gets one attack this time because he's doing a sneak attack. Does a 16 hit you?
Meats.
Meets. So ties go to the attacker at our table. So he is going to deal 5 plus 9. So 14 piercing damage as he finds a vital point in the side of your armor.
How are you doing over there?
I'm hurting.
You were looking down at your pen and you're like, no, and just got stabbed right in the side.
So VK's pissed because Lucy just came back.
Yeah.
And then this
Dang,
jerk
Lucy.
got me. So I'm going to use my Infernal Tiefling ability and cast Hellish Rebuke
Okay.
on this
Okay.
guy.
That takes your reaction, if I remember.
It's a reaction. So the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by green flames. It makes a dexterity saving throw, taking 2d10 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
He got a 4.
So he takes 2d10.
I love Hellish Rebuke. That's an awesome spell.
8 plus 5 is 13.
All right. He gets incinerated. He didn't have that much health left, and his
What you
clothes
get.
just start burning off of him.
Ah, you stole my kill.
That leads us... Oh, the second enemy still needs to attack you.
Great.
Alrighty. He's going to try to swing twice with his swords while you vaporize one of his allies. A 23, I assume, hits you, and the 8 misses. So 6 slashing damage.
I'm at 0.
You're at 0? Okay. So you guys see VK take a gut shot, and then the guy lights on fire, and then you get hammered in the cheek or something, and you're bleeding from your forehead. So, Ori, you are up.
Okay, so we're down to 1.
I'm going to yell at Ori to try to take care of VK, and I'll distract this other guy.
Okay. How does that work? How do we... Tell me how the...
Do you still have any healing potions?
Oh, I do. Yeah,
Yep.
forgot about that.
So you can run up and give him a healing potion. That's one way you can get him back up. You can run over and do a medicine check, but that's going to be at disadvantage because you're going to be having an enemy trying to stab at you.
I mean,
Or-
I have a couple turns before I start doing...
Yeah.
Am I going to start doing death rolls next turn?
You will on your turn. So whenever it comes up to your turn, so next time you'll have one
Next.
death saving throw.
I'm just saying you two could... Yeah. You could attack this guy if you wanted to try to kill him.
Yep, let's do that.
Basically,
Unless I
clear
roll,
out the
unless
danger.
I rolled a 1, and then
Yep.
you're going to have to do something pretty
Yep.
soon.
Basically clear out the danger
Go
first.
for it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll close in and I'll use my martial arts, which when you use the attack with unarmed strike, you can make a second one as a bonus action.
Okay, yep. So just attack once with your fists of fury.
So that's 9 plus
Plus
5. Yeah.
Yep, that
Roll a
hits.
lot of 9s. Better than a 1.
Yeah, it is.
1 plus 5, so 6.
Had to say something.
Hold on.
That's a little different than a D20, though.
When I roll a 1, okay, so I have a halfling trait of lucky. It says when I roll a 1 on an attack roll,
Oh, okay. That's an attack roll, but not a damage roll.
ability check, or saving throw. Oh, I gotcha. You can re-roll the die instead of, and use the new roll. Okay.
All right, so you dealt 1, but you still get to add your dexterity. So whatever was it, +4
For
we
the
were talking
unarmed
for?
strike?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 1 plus 5, so
Okay,
6.
So 6. So you still dealt 6 to him.
Yep.
Now he's still up, but he's not looking too hot.
And then, so, okay, the martial arts lets me attack twice, but I get to do it again.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, you're using your bonus action to attack.
7 plus 5, so 12. That
12?
gets right.
That's going to be enough to kill him, even with
3
your
plus,
bonus.
yeah.
Yep. So you knock him down.
Okay.
We would have 1 death saving throw because he doesn't have a chance to. He attacked on his turn, so he's going to roll a death saving throw. So what that means is he rolls a d20, and if he rolls a 10 or better, it's a save. If it's a 1 or 9, it's a fail. If you get 3 saves, you stand back up or you stabilize. If you get 3 fails, your character permanently dies.
19.
19. So he'd mark it. He doesn't have to because you guys are going to stabilize him right now, but you'd do a little mark saying, hey, I have 1 save. But that brings us up to Taiju's turn.
Okay. Who's left standing at this point?
Nobody.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have any more healing potions or abilities.
So what you do is you'd go over and do a medicine check.
I see. Okay.
Which
You
is
would also know that I have 2 healing potions on me, too.
Yeah, you would
Oh,
know.
you just
so
reach
do
in your
I,
pocket.
right.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do what you want. I'm not...
He's unconscious, so it's your call if you want to.
Yeah, my instinct is the potion, so
Okay.
that's a good point. I would run over there, take one off your belt or whatever. And,
Pour it down his throat.
yeah.
All right, so you could take a healing potion over there, VK.
It's 2d4 plus 4, right?
Yep.
6, so another 10.
10.
Are the death saving throws like permanent and cumulative, or it's just
They're not.
okay?
I did see a cool thing that I want to try maybe next story for our campaign where the dungeon master rolls it on their side so the player and the party doesn't know if it was
That
like
is cool.
they don't know how many turns they have left to get over there, because I could have rolled like a 1, which is a double failure, and they only have 1 turn possibly. You know, like I liked that concept, because a lot of times, like when death saving throw, it's like, oh, he's got like 3 turns, and they get a success. Like, oh, he's still got 3 turns, so there's less like urgency to get over to him.
Right. Whereas just now, my instinct was to try to heal him instantly.
Yep, exactly. It puts a little bit more pressure.
Yeah, I like that.
So we're out of battle. Is that the end of combat, right?
Yep, that's the end of combat. So you guys killed everybody. One person went down on your scene, but he is back up and operational.
I just casted Cure Wounds on myself too, so I figured I would do that while y'all are doing what you're doing.
Sounds good. You look around the campsite, and what you find is obviously the pair of earrings. You find a toy sword, but you can't seem to find any shield to go with it. You also don't see any of those packages of gems. You don't see those anywhere, but you do find one book. And when you open the book, you are reading through some of the passages, and it sounds like 2 people are talking to each other, but both written out. And the last message says, "Good news. It appears our little break-in spooked the new judge. He is taking up residence at the Blind Raven." And then in way different handwriting, "I just scouted it out. It looks like he brought a small fortune with him. Easy pickings for us, eh?" And then back to the other writing. "I'll round up the rest of the men. Meet you there this evening. Should be easy pickings. Leave no witnesses." And then LOL, strength stealth.
Wait, so are they planning to rob him again?
Those are the
Blind
last
Raven?
3 messages.
Sure sounded like they're going to hit him a second time.
Did the people we killed have anything of value on them?
They had the earrings. They probably have, let's say, between them with all the pocket change, they probably have 3 or 4 gold on them. So more than you'd expect from the citizens of Circana, but not a lot. And other than their weapons, the only one that looks like it has any sort of worth to it was that guy that stabbed you at the end. His gear looks decent. Not quite on par with your guys, but definitely more of an adventure type feel, not like somebody that just broke out of prison. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
Okay, so we just found what?
so-
Did we find 1 book of carbon? Is that what we
Yes.
just determined, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Found 1 book of carbon. You found the sword, but not the shield.
Okay.
And you found the earrings, and you didn't find the pouch of gems.
We'll be lucky if we ever see the gems.
Is there a cave or anything around here? Or is it just open trail?
It's open trail at this point.
Well, we need to get back to the judge because they're attacking him tonight.
Yep. And they know that he's staying at the Blind Raven.
Isn't that on the other side of the city from where we are? It's like
It
the
is.
opposite direction. Yeah. Better get moving.
We have.
Could we, though, use the book to our advantage?
Yeah, I was wondering to.
Could we write something in the book to throw him off or lead him to somewhere else?
Possibly that they would notice the difference in handwriting unless you think you could mimic it.
But if I can't, then our cover's blown.
Very true.
Maybe we could. I mean, we could set something up.
Do you think these people were the ones making the call, though? Or are they just taking orders?
I think they're just taking orders.
So they wouldn't really be in a position to redirect the operation, for example.
Yeah. I'm also thinking that possibly the casino is breaking people out of the prison to do work for them.
Yeah, I think that
Since Mike let
makes
that
sense.
slip. You said there was like prison gear or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the casino runs the town, and they're trying to make sure the judge doesn't change that.
Correct. All right. So we need to get back to the judge.
So we're headed north.
Okay. So you're going to head back north. You're going to just go through the same gate that you walked through.
Can we not circumvent?
Yeah, you can circumvent and just go north. Just skip the whole city.
Northeast, I think, to go on the eastern
Yeah,
side.
because we know we got to go out of the city again anyway.
Right.
Okay. So you guys are going just.
We're
You're
going
not
to go
going to
north.
go
We're
through
going
the city. You're just going straight up to the Blind Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said we were coming south. We could go east towards the prison.
Yep.
So I
Then
figure
go
we come
around the city.
north. We go find that fort, go around the prison, and then up.
Well, the prison was in the city, but yes, it was.
Yeah, but the path outside went around the prison,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Sure.
Circumvented.
Okay. So you spend the next few hours navigating through the forest outside of the city, making your way around, and you get to the north. You find the little trail up to Raven's Point, or the Blind Raven. Atop a barren hill sits a large stone inn. The path leading up to it is muddy, with dead or dying grass lining the path. You kind of get the sense that there's not much growth from plants here, and you turn around and look in the city, and same thing, even though this, well, I guess now the sun's pretty low. But you remember, even when you're in the city, there wasn't much sunlight because of all the smog. But because of that, it's easy to spot some fresh footprints in the path leading up. You definitely see a lot more than just one person's footprints. So you might sense that they are already there or closing in. When you get to the top, there's a single inn at the top. 2 weathered oak doors mark the entrance to the Blind Raven. Above the doors is a sign clutched in the talons of a carved raven. The sign reads, "The Blind Raven." That's where you guys find yourself.
What time would you say it is?
Probably dusk. So the sun is already set, but you are having the light from, it's not quite nighttime, but the sun's down.
And when did we don't have an exact time, but they said they would hit him tonight.
This evening, yep.
I'm just wondering, how much time do you need to take a short rest? More than this.
8 hours.
Yeah,
more.
That's a shame.
I guess for one shots, I'll stick with the normal rules, which is 1 hour for a short rest. Just because normally you're not doing a multiple week adventure thing.
Okay, right. So, and it said at least 30 minutes of rest would regenerate a key point.
There you go. So
Yeah,
you
I
get
feel
your key
like-
point back if you guys are going to do this rest.
I think it makes sense. I think we have at least an hour to spare, although we can keep our ear to the ground and see if anything.
Do you all want to wait out here and keep watch, and I can go let
Yeah.
the judge know?
Yeah, do we think the judge is in the Blind Raven now? He was not still in the city.
Yeah, you're not sure because you guys circumnavigated the city.
I think then that makes sense. Varric, maybe do a little scouting
All right.
mission.
Do you want to hand me some of the stuff we found?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. The earrings definitely can go back. I don't see any value in the toy sword.
He still wants it, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I would give it back to him. Right, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. The book, though, we should give it back, but maybe
Keep it
it's
as
helpful.
collateral for the time being.
yeah. Is there anything new written in it?
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see if we can intercept some communication
Okay, so you're going to keep the book on you.
for the time being.
All right, at this point, there's nothing new in it, and you're giving VK the sword and the earrings to give to the judge as like proof that we found some of your stuff.
Yeah, and we think they're coming back and will lead us to the rest tonight if they don't bring it with them. We'll
Okay.
find it.
Sounds good. So you two are waiting outside. You head inside.
Yes.
I'm going to skip you for now and continue with these guys. So
Fine.
what are you on the lookout for? You're doing a short rest while you're out here? Is that what your plan was?
Yeah, although you said there's not much vegetation.
Yeah, there's not much around. You can actually see pretty good in all the directions because it's a pretty barren hill that it's a 3-story inn is just at the top of. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to sit down in the middle of an open field and rest. Trying to think if we would have seen any place close enough, within, say, a 15, 20-minute walk that we might have passed on the way there that we could go back to. The one tree or something,
Yeah,
I'm
there'd be
imagining.
a lone tree or something,
Right.
yeah,
Maybe
if you
just kind of hang out in the shade of the tree and sit for...
in the dusk.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to wait until midnight, but I do want to wait 45 minutes or an hour to get some rest in.
All right, sounds good. You guys can do a short rest, so you get your key point back. You can just hit dice if you have low health.
I'm actually at full health already, but
Nice.
I would get my bonus actions back.
Perfect. That's probably what you want.
Yeah, but full health still. So
Perfect.
I think it's just a key point for me.
It's just I guess you took the potions, so that would help.
Yeah,
Alright.
What's the potion? You have both of yours.
I have both potions
I have
left,
none,
yeah.
and you,
I have
Eric, has
one.
one. Okay.
All right, so 45
Actually-
minutes.
Yeah, I have one. Never mind.
Yeah, 45 minutes goes by. You're feeling rested up. You don't really see any new communication on the book. Nothing really seems to be coming up.
So we'd be looking out for Varric to see if he is trying to signal us at all or is walking back maybe.
You haven't seen anything from Varric.
Or if we've seen anybody else come and go that may
Yeah,
be staying at the inn.
Yep.
Right.
It's actually pretty barren.
Okay.
Well, it's a little surprising that there's been so little activity, even from other patrons, but I think we have no choice but to go check on Varric.
And you and I have the book? You and I have one of the 3 books.
Yeah.
We could write something in it.
I think that's risky, but we could. Yeah. What would you
Now
rather?
that your forger's not there,
Yeah.
I got this, guys.
Yeah. I know what you're planning.
Yeah,
Maybe
onto
try
you.
to- yeah.
Something like that.
Don't do it.
No, I don't want to do that yet because VK's in there. We don't want to
Mm-hmm.
get him caught up in something just yet.
I think intercepting one of their communications would be more valuable than a
Yeah.
scare tactic we could do.
Okay. So I guess let's just head back to the inn and
Yeah.
As you're walking back to the inn, you're taking your time, so you look a little bit closer at that raven that was above the door, and you are impressed with how, like, you're impressed with the mastery of the artist of this raven. Like, it looks real. The feathers look real. But you touch it, and it's definitely a wood carving, and you're like, man, that's impressive. You can even make out where, like, the eyes were scratched out to indicate that it's the blind raven. But you do see that somebody put two, like, red stones in there, like painted red stones to make it try to look nicer. But that's it. That's what you notice as you're walking through the doors. So you step through the doors and you run into Varric, who's right on the other side of the doors, pounding at the walls. Because as soon as you step through the doors, you turn around and the door has disappeared and is just a stone wall behind you.
Oh, what a wonderful story that has been. Thank you for joining us on that adventure. We hope we'll see you again at the Carriage Rest Inn. Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.